Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer. The Coon.
I'm Jack Roslovic, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be on this.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Cup.
Hello, Mr. Bond.
I'm all tangled up here.
There, I need a white cat to stroke like Blofeld. You know what I'm talking about?
A white pussycat?
Yes. So for people not watching on YouTube, I started the show with the back of my chair to the camera.
I did it too.
Yes. True. And then I turned around, so I need to be like the Bond villain. He turns around and he's stroking a white cat. Hello, Mr. Bond. So it appears you've found my lair. All right. My internet in here does not work in this room. Something happens to my laptop when we get into this room, and it stops working. Thankfully, I don't need the internet to perform on this show. How you doing, buddy?
Great. How are you?
Doing well.
We're matching again.
Oilers, we got the same shirt on. We got the EST golf shirt on. We're ready for our staff meeting tonight right after the show. We got an Oilers shutout victory against the New York Rangers, who have not scored a goal on home ice in 3 games this season. That's pretty shocking. And the Oilers moving on to play the New York Islanders tomorrow. David Tomasek, at practice today, up on the Connor McDavid line with Andrew Mangiapane. That's how they finished yesterday. We're going to talk a little bit about Tomasek and some other Oilers storylines when we get into the Oil Understood a little bit later on in this program. Blue Jays, massive game tonight, of course, against the Seattle Mariners. It'll start just after this show ends, as the Blue Jays are down 2-0 in the best of 7 after losing the first 2 games at home. So I got to tell you something, Jay. As you know, I talk about my parents quite a bit. I watch, I like watching sporting events with them. So I was watching, it was game 2 of the Blue Jays. So I wasn't there for the entire game. I think I got there about halfway. Well, because there was Thanksgiving dinner at my aunt's. My parents, unfortunately.
This was Monday.
This was Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, so Thanksgiving dinner was at my aunt's. My parents, unfortunately, weren't able to go this year, but I went to Mom and Dad's after. The game's on, and of course, the Blue Jays are not doing well. And my mom's like, wow, this is just, they were favored too. I was like, yeah, they're the top seed. And Mom's like, well, they were minus 162 on Play Alberta. And I'm like, what?
Yes.
What is going on?
Yes. Okay, wait a minute. If your mom knows the odds on Play Alberta, she knows a thing or two.
Yes.
I can't demand, but I would ask you and Louise politely if Louise can maybe send me a play every once in a while.
Sure.
And I would frame it as Reid and Jay's play of the day.
Yeah, we can do that. We could do it for the Oilers game tomorrow. So I'll
let's do it.
I'll talk to Mom. I'll either see Mom or talk to her on the phone tonight, and I'll get a play of the day for tomorrow.
Yeah,
just the Oilers Islanders.
Something off the top of her head. So, not that we don't need to have a 3-4 leg parlay. Just something.
No, I don't think she would.
I
don't think she would do something. I would
imagine if she did though. If she came back to you and she's like, Bouchard plus Mangiapane 1 or more points, and McDavid over 1.5 total points.
Well, she could do it. I think she knows more than she lets on when it comes to gambling, quite frankly.
Oh, I would love to have Louise's play of the day.
She loved going to the Ponies.
Really?
Yeah. Haven't been in a while, but she loves going to the Ponies.
Oh, that's a great night.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I'll see what she can come up with. I don't know if anything on my computer is going to work today. Let me see if we got the Emperor. No, we do have. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube in this room has not worked for me the last couple of days. Is your internet working?
100% fine.
Wow, I don't know what's going on because a few feet away in our other room, everything's fine. Now in here, Twitter's not working, YouTube's not working. I'm just getting a variety of spinning wheels over and over again.
We already have people saying they would ride with Louise's play of the day.
Well, that's good. That's good because she's probably going to have one tomorrow then.
Fantastic.
If that's where this show is headed.
Well, Jay's play of the day hit yesterday. I'm hoping it hits today.
You had an awesome hit on the play of the day yesterday.
A little late.
That was quite dramatic.
But figured if the Oilers were going to win, there's a relatively good shot that Mangiapane would have a point.
Yeah,
And
he
lo and
did.
behold, he did.
And he did. That was pretty cool. So
a
we
good
got
one.
the assist on the overtime goal. Stuart Skinner got the shutout. Excellent game by Stuart Skinner. 30 saves. I think the boys, I don't know if they were using natural stat trick or money puck, but I guess some websites said 14 grade A chances. That's I guess kind of do an informal count in my head as I'm watching the game. I would have said around a dozen, probably very good or excellent saves.
I saw somewhere that if that game was simulated 1,000 times over, the Oilers' percentage of winning is 15%.
Oh yeah, I heard that as well.
Right?
Yeah, they do the deserve to winner meter, and
Yeah.
that's why. And look, I know sometimes I laugh at it, and certainly Tom really pushes back against it. The expected goals, but really that's kind of another way to indicate what were the quality of your chances? How often were you on the attack with good chances? And that's why sometimes you'll see a team lose, and you'll think, oh, their coach is going to be furious, and he'll just be like, well, we hammered away and we got a lot of chances that we think most nights are going to go in. And I think Knoblauch said their expected goals against Vancouver was 6.5. And they got 2 because I don't think they count the empty netters in that. So I thought last night, I didn't think the Oilers were they turned the puck over too much. And I realized the ice conditions weren't that great. And I thought a couple of times, too, it affected the Rangers. It affected both teams, the bad ice. But I also thought the Oilers weren't overly crisp getting the puck out of their own end. I thought they were a little lax in some of the details. I mean, when we were still watching the first period here, Bouchard did that drop pass behind the net, right to a Ranger player, and that set up a chance in front of the net. But Skinner played well. I mean, he moved well, didn't give up a lot of big rebounds. He seemed to be reading the play pretty well. Made some really good saves. The Rangers' fourth line was incredible.
Wow.
The best line in the game. So that was kind of shocking. But the Oilers got a goal. And hey, the Oilers got a bit of a break on their goal because the puck hit the linesman at the blue line. And then Kapanen sent Frederick away. I thought that was an encouraging play by Frederick. The way he pulled away on that.
Yes, because, I was telling you, at that point, I was driving home. And to me, it sounded like that was a breakaway.
Right.
But when I went back and looked at the goal, I mean, he had to do a lot of work to get himself into that position and then set up to put a puck on net and pick the 5-hole.
Right.
It was a perfectly placed shot. So yeah, very encouraging for Frederick. I think every new Oiler outside of Ike Howard has been above expectations thus far. And I'm, Frederick, I don't know if you can call him a new Oiler, but, relatively. Frederick, Mangiapane, Tomasek.
So certainly Tomasek.
Savoy. I mean, Savoy's been
played
around
well.
the net.
Yeah, Savoy's played well.
Had that one go off the post last night, right? He's been around the net. He's been noticeable in a good way. What did you think of Roslovic's game?
I thought he had a decent game. I mean, you can tell he skates well. I thought his puck touches were pretty good. And then I think just go from there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, first game after not having a training camp, didn't have any preseason. So I thought he was fine. The lineup today at practice, McDavid between Mangiapane and Tomasek, Draisaitl with Nugent Hopkins and Roslovic, Frederick, Podkolzin, and Kapanen. I thought that line was pretty good, actually. I actually think Podkolzin's gotten better every game.
Sure.
I think the first game of the season wasn't great for him. Henrique with Howard and Savoy. So the fifth line was Philp, Janmark, and Lazar. Defensively today, Ekholm with Bouchard, Nurse with Stetcher, Kulak with Emerson. Looks like Skinner was in the starter's net, just based off the reporting we're seeing from practice today. So Walman practiced, not expected to play tomorrow, hopeful that he returns on the weekend. So still waiting for him to get back into action. So tomorrow's game is 5:30 Mountain Time. So we'll have the Oil Stream pregame show hosted by Tom Gazzola at 4:30. So Jay and I will go from 3 to 4:30. Tom takes over 4:30 to 5:30, and then Jay and I will round it out 5:30 to 6 with Glenn Suter from the CFL on TSN checking in at 5:30 tomorrow. So it'll be another fun day, fun afternoon here on Edmonton Sports Talk. You know what's really cool? We keep finding new people, new companies to partner with here at EST. And starting today, when we get somebody joining us, it is going to be on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team, fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's a game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. That is the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Really proud to have them on board.
Really awesome Edmonton-based, locally owned and operated company. This company it started from the ground up, literally. And Don and the team over there are just doing fantastic things. Very charitable, too. They give back so much to the community. So super happy to have Oil Country Towing on with us. And yeah, you'll see their trucks all around. They're a massive company. They got over 45 pieces of equipment on the road, so they can handle all your towing needs, no problem.
All right, so that's off and running today. Of course, you can reach us the usual methods, but I'll give a recap here. Or, new information for anybody new joining the show today. You can email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com, reid@edmontonsportstalk.com. You can text the afternoon inbox provided by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. And if you are on the YouTube stream, you can post in the nasty chat, talk with us, more importantly, with each other. And hey, I can't read it today. So you have no hope of even chatting with me.
Oh, you can chat with me, and I can pass it
on the day, or you can just say whatever you've always wanted to say about me, and we're afraid that I would see it. Now I won't see it, because for some reason I can't get on YouTube.
Tell Reid what you really think of him and how you really feel of him, and I'll play telephone.
Yeah, well, you insult me in such a way that you'll make Jay laugh. Yeah, because I can't see it. And then if I see Jay snickering, I'll know someone took a good barb at me, or delivered a good barb.
This will be fun.
By the way, if you are on YouTube, a couple things to remember. Subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk. We're well over 13,000 subscribers. We want to try to get to 14,000 as quickly as possible. And click that little thumbs up button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
And we try to get to at least 100 thumbs every show. We've been doing that very consistently since hockey season got going again. If you've already clicked the thumbs up, click the share button and text or email the show link to somebody else that you think needs this show, needs Edmonton Sports Talk in their life. They'll probably thank you for it. Or actually, if you think somebody would hate this show, also send it to them.
Yes.
Actually, hate listening is fine. Hate viewing is fine.
I'd say send it. It's most important to send it to the people that hate. We need more hate.
Oh, thanks, Jay.
Yeah. Well, especially for today. If we're going to have some fun with people taking shots at you.
Later on in the show, Shawn Belle's going to join us. You'll hear from Tomasek, from McDavid, from Knoblauch. Chris Brooks is going to join us from the Alberta Snowmobile Association. And we're giving away 4 VIP passes to the Alberta Snowmobile, ATV, and Off-Road Show. That's Friday and Saturday at the Expo Center. So if you want to go to that show, keep listening. We're going to give away VIP passes. Jay has them right here. We physically have the passes. They're not just digital passes, eh?
No, these are legit.
Physical passes, which is pretty cool. So that's just some of the stuff that's coming up over the course of the show, which is pretty fun. You know what it's time for, Jay?
What's that?
It is time for the afternoon headlines. And of course, they are presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today.
Hey, this is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Shutout Stewie put a big oily worm in the Big Apple. Those Broadway blue shirts sure are snake bitten. Madison Square Garden? More like Madison Square Zero. The Blue Jays are hoping their bats wake up in Grunge Town. Forget about teen spirit. This one smells like a sweep. Someone give Vladdy a jolt with a cup of joe. The Elks are heading to the left coast on Friday. They need a win and some help. Look out, Leos. Rankin is going to leave footprints all over your backsides. I'm Chet Palmer.
I didn't know he had such a... he was so knowledgeable about Nirvana.
I didn't know that he knew that much about the grunge music scene.
Yeah,
that's a little surprising to me.
Yeah. Wow, he's really... He's well-rounded.
He's a well-rounded man. Yeah, he can surprise you.
For someone from the 30s, it is impressive.
Shutout Stewie. That was the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. We have a lot of discussion about the Oilers. We both have some reaction to last night's game. Probably a little bit of different reaction than you might be expecting. And as I was saying, Tomasek, a focus with the media after practice today. We'll have some clips from him and about him from head coach Kris Knoblauch and captain Connor McDavid. So we did a Halloween-related off-topic on October 1st, and we thought, well, we're halfway through the month, so let's revisit another Halloween topic. What did we do on October 1st? I can't remember. Was it something like, are you mad if decorations are up already? Or
Yeah. Are you offended if people
or
decorate
are you in
early?
the Halloween spirit?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like spooky season.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Right.
Yeah, that it was too much to have it. Some of these celebrations coming as early as they do. But this one, of course, as always, the off-topic topic presented by William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. The off-topic topic is, give us your unpopular Halloween candy take or opinion. What is your unpopular or maybe unexpected Halloween candy take?
Okay. Here's a hot take. Don't give out pop. Don't give out cans of pop. This isn't Aunt Judith's wedding. Okay, my kids don't need a pop on Halloween. All right? Save that for another time. Save the pop. Please just keep it. Don't give out anything. If you're just going to give out a pop, save it. I'd rather pass. Secondly, I give my kids full authority if they receive an apple on Halloween to go about 10 yards from the house and deliver it back to the front door of the house in a vicious manner. Full authority. No apples. No cans of pop. Just simplify. It's not hard. It's not hard to go out and buy one of those mixed boxes of candies, whether it be the Twix or the Kit Kat Smartie box. Just go do that, please, because that part of Halloween is for the parents too. We don't want to have the apple in that bag. We don't want to see a pop that might actually crack open throughout the night of dragging it on the sidewalk. So save the pop, please. That's it.
Do people give out pop at Halloween? They'll give out what are they, 330 milliliter cans of pop?
You got it.
They won't give out the baby Cokes?
Baby Coke would be cute. Baby Coke would get passing marks. It's just, look, I just keep it simple. Give the kids some candy. Give them some Mars bars. Give them some rockets.
What if it's a little...
Give me some Twizzlers. Give me some Nibs.
Yeah.
You know, Coop. Give me some Crunchies. Give me some Caramels. Give me a Tootsie Roll. Just don't give me a pop.
You don't like the Chubbies? Like the small, little, tiny
That's
pops?
a baby Coke. That's what they're called.
But they got the little Chubbies
No,
that
they're
are
called
like,
baby Coke.
No, it's not Baby Coke. It's something different.
It's a baby
Chubby.
Coke. What is he
But it's a
talking
Chubby.
about?
Chubbies.
Have you not heard of these?
No, they're baby
They're very
Cokes.
sugary pops.
Oh, there's
They're
actually
fizzy.
something
pop.
called a Chubby?
Yeah, it's called a Chubby.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I just figure, okay, so would the average age of a Halloweener not be a single digit? So why would you give them, like, if a little kid went to 12 houses and got 12 cans of Coke, that'd be too heavy to carry. Think of the children's carrying capacity here.
What are you saying about like a king size freezy? If you got one of those for Halloween, or one of your kids got
No.
one of those for Halloween,
I nope.
Wouldn't it melt?
Yeah, it's going to be
You'd
a
have to eat it right
king-size
away.
juice at the end.
it'd be in the way.
It's just a candy related thing, you know. If you want to give out the little bags of popcorn or little bags of Cheetos, or you know, those are okay, but it's chocolate. It's chocolate and candy, and you know, like nobody's eating your homemade popcorn balls. Like that's a lot of work to put into a homemade popcorn ball.
Oh, I wouldn't eat anything homemade if I was
Exactly.
Halloweening.
We get one lady in our neighborhood that she's an old lady. She loves, like, we don't get many people. We're out on an acreage, so she makes popcorn balls, and the kids will like eat them in front of her, and we'll have a little conversation. But other than that, like, don't put the effort into homemade anything, because most people are
Unless
throwing
it's
it out.
just relatives coming by, like
Unless
nieces and
it's
nephews
family.
or something. Yeah.
Sure. But I mean, a bonus points to the full chocolate bar people. You're a great person. Hey, and you know what? If you want to be economical, there's other ways. You can get full-size chocolate bars from a place right across the road here that we've talked about, Dollar Tree, for damn near the same price as you get the little chocolate bars.
Right.
So you can be economical, and no Bounty bars. Bounty bars,
great.
they get thrown back at your house.
So I'm not up on this Halloween candy etiquette because I don't have kids, and you don't give out stuff because I'm a bit of a curmudgeon. Now, when kids say trick or treat, you could do a trick. So I could just share one of the jokes that I've been sharing with Benny over the last few days.
Yeah, you should do that. Yeah. The parents would be horrified.
Well,
What did that man say?
You really want a trick? Because
hot take coming in from supersized Indiana Jones. Hot take: you're getting things for free. Don't complain about the treats.
I got a pop once and I gave it away immediately. I was about 9 years old in my neighborhood, and I was actually shocked to see the fact that I got like a Coke can in the bag, and it weighed it down immediately. Like, it was terrible to walk around with, and I didn't want it. So I'm just like, hey, friend's parent, do you want this?
Oh my
And they
goodness.
took it.
Getting some hate
Yeah.
about my Bounty Bar take. Don't be
isn't Bounty Bar a coconut flavored bar?
I
chocolate.
think Bounty Bars are probably as polarizing as cilantro. Like, you either love them or you hate them.
I would rather get yogurt covered raisins
Than a Bounty Bar.
than a Bounty bar.
Yogurt covered raisin. Good.
Yeah.
Coop, throw a quick little poll up.
What about giving out the espresso beans to kids?
Quick little poll, Coop. 20 minutes. Do you like Bounty Bar? Yes or no? I want to get to the bottom of
It's
this.
been ages since I had a Bounty Bar. I don't know.
On the YouTube
Yeah,
chat?
on
or-
YouTube. We'll
Okay,
throw it up.
okay.
I know I don't like them, but maybe I'm in the vast minority here. I don't know. I've just never liked the Bounty Bar. I'm not a coconut guy.
All right. Okay, so post in the nasty chat. You can text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox 780-218-9999. This is part of the off-topic topic for William Huff. We're going to talk about hitting the goalpost and positivity when it comes to the Edmonton Oilers. But first, here comes the Coop.
The Panthers and Red Wings face off while the Sabres and Senators hit the ice out east. Both games start at 5 o'clock. After that, St. Louis plays host to Chicago while Calgary visits Utah for 7:30 puck drop. From LA, the Kings have reacquired Phoenix Copley from the Lightning for future considerations. Tampa Bay claiming Copley off of waivers earlier this month. Elsewhere, the Panthers have claimed Donovan Brangoff off of waivers from the Senators only a few hours after Florida announced that Dmitry Kulikov will miss 5 months after undergoing wrist surgery. MLB action. Toronto is on the road in Seattle for Game 3 of the ALCS. Jays are in the hole down 2-0 in the series. Anthony Santander making his return for Toronto after missing Game 2. While Shane Bieber hits the mound for the Jays' first pitch just after 6 o'clock. And staying with the Jays, Alejandro Kirk, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Andres Jimenez, Ernie Clement, and Ty France have all been named finalists for the Gold Glove in the American League. The award is given out annually to the best defensive player for each field position. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you're stuck with the bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportmed.ca to book an appointment. Today, more with Reid and Jay on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date
Two guys and a goalie.
Hired or fired? New York is the best road city in the National Hockey League.
Fire it.
Because?
It's not even close.
What is?
Nashville.
Oh.
I would have Montreal up there too.
If you're an Oilers player, I would say it's the best because you're not there many times. You're only there once.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
Honey, where are we going to put all of our summer stuff?
In the kids' room.
What?
Mom, a little help?
Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Okay, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Blue Jays playing just after 6 o'clock tonight. Huge game for them on the road against the Seattle Mariners. Bieber on the hill. Baby, 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 yes. That's what fans are going to hope to be saying. That's the only Bieber song I know. What's it called? Baby, 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 no? Is that the song? Or baby, baby,
I don't know
baby,
if that's
oh?
the title.
Is it called baby, baby?
It's just called Baby.
It's just called baby.
Yeah, baby.
What's another Bieber song?
Love Yourself.
Any others?
I'm blanking.
Coob knows too.
I'm a believer.
Coop's not a big Bieber guy. Aren't you in the age range of people who would like Bieber? Justin Bieber?
Oh, yeah. Well, when I was about 10 years old, I used to, might have had a poster of a little Justin Bieber on the wall.
Oh, that's excellent.
I was with him. Oh, yeah. I love the
You've
Bieber.
outgrown. Does he still make music or is he semi-retired?
No, he released an album like 2 months ago.
Oh, really? What's it called? The Life of a Showboy? That's how Taylor Swift got the idea.
This is fantastic, Reid.
Which part?
There's a lot. Bounty bars are very polarizing. So Big Kirk says, who the F gives out bounty bars? Chet Palmer?
Oh, he'd be giving out Babe Ruth's.
Yes, sure he would. Bounty bar. Do you like bounty bars? In the nasty chat, the poll, yes has 43%, no has 57%.
Wow.
Okay, I voted no because I've had them and I can't remember what they tasted like. I really don't eat. As you know, my junk food of choice is usually something in chip form.
Yes, me too.
I do like chocolate, prefer darker chocolate, but I rarely will eat. Did I not split a Mars bar once? We actually cut it in half.
Yeah.
Like to eat a whole Mars bar. I like Mars bars, but I feel like if I ate a whole one, I'd feel a little gross.
Okay, so the whole chocolate bar rack is in front of you.
Mars bar. Oh, Mars bar.
Mars? That's, it's either Mars or Twix.
Or Aero dark chocolate. Aero dark chocolate.
I don't like the dark chocolate. Like just a simple Aero bar. Throw that thing in the freezer for
that's true.
an hour.
Crisp it up. Ooh. Yeah.
That's,
well, not crisp it up, but
you know what it is.
Freeze it up.
Freeze it up.
Well, at home, my mom keeps her homemade chocolate chip cookies in the freezer.
Yes.
And if I want to eat one, I grab it straight out of the freezer and consume it. Very, very good. 780-218-9999 is how you text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. You can post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Fun going on in there today. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. We want to get to 100 thumbs. We're already at 46. So don't be a pleasure delayer. Get in there and click away.
Click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb.
Induced comics in the Nasty Chat. Bounty bars are underrated. Who doesn't love coconut? Well,
probably a lot of people.
I do not.
Stuart Skinner with his 8th career shutout last night in the regular season. I looked at all of them. He had 30 saves last night. On April 16th, he had 18 saves at San Jose. January 13th, he had 30 saves versus the Kings. October 25th of 2024, he had 27 in a home game against Pittsburgh. December 28th, 2023, 25 saves at the Sharks. November 24th, 2023, 25 saves at Washington. March 30th, 2023, 43 saves at home against the LA Kings. And his first career shutout back on Valentine's Day in 2022, 20 saves against the San Jose Sharks. 3 of Stuart Skinner's 8 regular season shutouts have been on the road against the San Jose Sharks.
Wow.
Playoffs, he has 4 shutouts, including the 3 last year. He shut out Vegas twice, actually back-to-back, 23 and 24 saves. He had 25 saves in a win in Dallas. That was game 2 of that series. And in 2024, he had a 33 save shutout against the Los Angeles Kings. He was outstanding last night. I would put forward that I thought that was one of Stuart Skinner's best games in the National Hockey League.
Sure.
I mean, obviously getting a shutout is the best you can do for a goaltender, but he looked very in control. I guess maybe there was that one play in the third period. He looked like he lost his balance moving across. I wonder if that was the ice. And then I think he also, his stick got clipped by a couple of players that went past him. But he had a very good game. I mean, made a lot of difficult saves, looked like he was moving very well and kept it very clean. Last night in the Nasty Chat, because I was watching the Oil Stream postgame show, Tom was live at Westgate BP. Belsey was on with him. And of course, the Rangers hit the post a couple times. You know what, guys and gals? I'm just at the point where if a goaltender, and any goaltender, I don't care if it's Skinner or Wolf or Shesterkin or Markstrom, who's hurt, has a good game, and then, but shots hit the... You know what? The shots that hit the post weren't going in. I get it. It's exciting. They're close. But as much as we say, a goaltender got helped by his goalpost, he actually didn't get helped by his goalpost. The goalpost didn't jump into the middle of the net and keep the puck from going in. The goalpost didn't contract by 2 inches, and or the net didn't contract by 2 inches and stop a puck that was going in the corner. A goalpost is a shot that was going wide of the net. Now, again, it's close, it's exciting, but if you start counting goalposts as goals, you're changing the Savoy hit the post, would have made it 2-0. I mean, I just stop it. Now, to some extent, yes, hockey can be a game of close calls and maybe a little bit of luck and a little bit of bounces. And sure, hey, you know what? If the Oilers were to lose 3 games in a row and hit a total of 17 goalposts in those 3 games, I might say, you know what? They're due.
Yep.
They're getting chance. They're due for one of those to go in. I get it. But it's also I don't like that when a goaltender has a good game and then it's like, oh yeah, but that one shot hit the post. So what?
Right.
Shots hit the goalpost every single game. I didn't find anything from this year, but there was a website a couple years ago that tracks goalposts, and it actually had it by players who hit the post the most. And for a season a couple years ago, the players with the most goalposts hit were Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid, who are 2 of the best offensive players in the game. So, it's not like a 10-goal scorer hit 20 goalposts. No, the guys who hit the most goalposts are the guys who are getting the most goals anyway. And I would argue that, the best goaltenders aren't the best goaltenders because they have the most goalposts hit behind them.
Right.
It's he had a good game. Shesterkin had a hell of a game too.
Yes.
So okay, what do you want me to say? It was 2-2. Like, let's count the goalposts as goals. Come on, guys.
Right. I thought Stuart Skinner looked as confident as he has ever. And I'm including the playoff games. I mean, he was fighting the puck off. He was in great position all night. The only time was when he was coming across the crease that one time in the third period. But what a difference a day can make, right? Yesterday it's, why is Stuart Skinner back in net? What if he goes 0-3? What if he goes what if Stuart Skinner posts a 30-save shutout?
Yeah.
Like he did last night. Now what? Now what do you say? I guess all you can say is, good for him. Good for the Oilers. If you're really a fan of this team, this backlash and the buts about Stu Skinner are atrocious. And they don't even make sense anymore. He's going to have, guess what? He's going to have some really bad goals go in on him. He is terrible. But so are other goalies. He's also going to have nights like last night where he looks like a Vezina caliber goaltender. I mean, you just hope that he has more nights like last night than he does the other way. That's all you can hope. I mean, for Oilers fans, you should be so pumped right now that in Game 3 of the year, the goaltender, who's probably the most talked about position in this city, had a 30-game shutout on the road, first game of an Eastern road trip. That's a massive win, right?
Yeah. No, he had an excellent game. And now, look, I get the criticism. I get the concerns about him. But like I've always said about Skinner, and look, he didn't. Last year, I said he had to be 905 or better, and he wasn't, because that was around the league average save percentage, or going into last year, and then it turned out the league average last year was only 900. This is what I say about Skinner. His high end is pretty good. His low end can't be as low as it has been sometimes. And quite frankly, if he hadn't allowed that goal to Coleman, I don't know how you could really criticize much about his game so far this season.
Right. Yeah.
But unfortunately, he made a huge screw up. So, look, he's going to be the goalie. He's going to get to play a considerable amount. And if we're into, December and he's not doing well, then they're going to have to go out and trade for a goalie. He won't be the goalie going into the playoffs. And Stan Bowman has said he looked at the goalie market, and there wasn't, a clear upgrade that they could afford. So they went with him. He had a great game. He had an outstanding
Very
game.
good.
Good for him. I don't know what would have happened if Pickard would have played. I don't know what would have happened this, and this. I mean, pro sports, sports in general, are often moments of split-second execution. And that's why, what ifs are fun to an extent, but that's why I often say, guys, enough with the what if. Like, someone came up to me in the summer and said, the Oilers win the Stanley Cup if they would have won Game 2 of the final in overtime. I'm like, yeah, but they didn't. And this guy's like, yeah, but they would have won the cup. And I'm like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? Throw a pretend parade? Like, get the league to make an imaginary Stanley Cup to give to the Oilers if they would have won Game 2 and like, you can what if yourself to out of your mind. What if that shot hadn't hit the post? Well, it might have gone wide then. How do you know it would have gone wide of the post instead of just inside?
I just be happy. Just be happy that your team had a pretty good performance, or your goaltender had a pretty good performance. I mean, this kind of makes sense what Ian wrote in here in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. The part that pisses me off the most is the quality of play in front of him again. Game against Van, they were dominated. Then Skinner in net, they give up grade A chances all over the place. And how many grade A chances did you say? 14 last night?
Yeah, that's what's the one website had it. There was a lot. And I also think the Oilers thought, as much as I criticized the second half of the game against Calgary, Knoblauch only criticized about a 4 or 5 minute span when they gave up the goal that went in off Philp and then took a penalty and the high stick goal went in. So I last night was their worst team game. So Skinner did his job in terms of, okay, if your team is being outplayed, can you at least get a point out of the game? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And he was able to get them to it. And I know, like, I saw a lot of that last year. It's like, well, the Oilers never goalie anybody. When was the last time the Oilers goalied? And I don't even like that.
You don't like that?
Well, last night.
Yeah, they did.
Last night. So, hopefully they come out on the happy side of that. I mean, quite frankly, the Oilers got goalied by Demko, but they still won. Do you have to lose the game to be goalied?
Well,
the definition of goalied, you have to lose?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't get goalied and win. That just doesn't make sense.
All right. You overcame a strong goaltending performance. So on we go. Like the story of this season. And look, I'm not saying to anybody, well, forget about Skinner's tough games from last year, the last couple of years. I'm not saying any of that, but I'm also saying each season can kind of take on its own personality and its own rhythm. And goaltending is the strangest position of them all in terms of how save percentages can fluctuate. And look, you are also, as a goaltender, sometimes at the whim, so to speak, of the team in front of you. It's like, well, I made 8 saves on grade A chances, but my team gave up 11, so I allowed 3 goals. And some other nights, it's like, well, I only made a couple grade A. You have to make a couple grade A saves, and there were only 3 chances against. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, look at pick a goalie in the league and look at their career trajectory. You're probably going to find a year or two where it's like, oh man, I remember them as one of the best goalies in the league, but that year doesn't look that good. So on we go to Skinner. He's obviously changed his body composition a little bit. There is a new goalie coach. A lot of people were calling for that. So we'll see where he goes. But last night was good. And quite frankly, I think his first 2 games, I would say, were very good. I mean, he made a huge mental gap. And that's what I say about that goal against Calgary. That wasn't even really a goaltending error. That was a game management mental error. Mm-hmm. That wasn't, I didn't move quickly enough or I left the 5-hole open. He just had a brain cramp in a key moment.
Contract year, too.
It is.
Let's not forget.
That's important.
Strange things can happen in a contract.
Well, strange things happen all the time, my friend.
Sure do.
Have you ever seen the X-Files? Of course, we are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Win big this football season at the Canadian Brewhouse. Score your shot at a trip to the Super Bowl, weekly prizes, and more, plus $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. A Blue Jays-themed Jays play of the day when we get back. Here's the Coob.
Two Canadian teams hit the ice tonight, starting with the 1-2 Senators playing the 0-3 Sabres at 5. Later on, the 1-3 Flames take on the 1-2 Mammoth at 7:30. In WHL action, there's 4 games on tap, including the Oil Kings welcoming in the Winterhawks to Rogers Place. Puck drop at 7 o'clock, and today's Elks injury report has Robbie Smith, Nick Anderson, and Jared Brinkman listed as limited. Anderson with a hip injury, Brinkman with a shoulder and toe issue, while Smith was sidelined due to an ankle issue. And from Seattle, the Jays and Mariners hit the field for Game 3 of the ALCS. Toronto trails 2-0 in the series. Shane Bieber to the mound. First pitch at 6:08 with Anthony Santander returning for Toronto. 4 games on the court for NBA preseason action. The Raptors and Celtics tip off at 5:30 before the Mavericks and Lakers go toe-to-toe. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Looking for quality flooring? Visit Paramount Flooring's spacious, family-friendly showroom that's open 7 days a week. Shop now on pet-friendly Shaw carpet with spill-proof technology. Call 780-483-1991 and mention EST for a 10% discount. The Reid Wilkins Show returns after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
the oil stream.
Casino dealer Jay, assuming Howard and then Kapanen out. When Yamark and Hyman return, no spot for Philp again unless injuries pop up. Is that kind of how this thing's going to sort itself out?
Philp's your extra forward.
Yeah.
And I know
some people were pretty pissed that he was out last game.
I saw.
That's who Philp is on this team. He's not your everyday third line center.
Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi Lavalle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileshow.com.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
Gallo LLP is an Alberta-based accounting firm with expert chartered professional accountants in both our Edmonton and Sherwood Park accounting firms. Our experienced and innovative accountants provide financial advice that saves our clients money. Simply put, we help our clients protect their assets and grow their businesses. At Gallo LLP, they go beyond the numbers to ensure the continued success of your business. Reach out to Preet or John to discuss how they can help your business grow. Visit gallollp.ca today and see how they can help you take your business to the next level.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. San Francisco's own Jefferson Starship bring their arena rock legacy to the River Cree Resort and Casino October 23rd. Celebrating 50 years of rock and roll. Don't miss these classic rock legends. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Welcome back to the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne here on Edmonton Sports Talk. You can hit us up on the River Cree Resort and Casino text line at 780-218-9999, just like Rob did. Guys, I'm definitely not a huge Skinner guy, and I'm not convinced that he's the guy to take this team over the hump. But I am an Oilers fan, and I think as an Oilers fan, you should want him to succeed. This whole thing is becoming bizarre. There is an increasing number of fans that want him to fail so they can say, I told you so, more than they want this team to win. It's odd. He's young, he's cheap, and if he improves, that's dollars this team can spend elsewhere. Fans would want him to do well and this team to win with him more than they want to be able to yell at the clouds that they were right about him.
Yeah, that's a fair comment. But I understand. I understand the people who do not feel confident in him as a goaltender. I understand that. You know, and the reason I think sometimes, at least for me, I might appear to be arguing with people. I don't mean it. I just look at the whole body of work as the player, and that's what I'm saying. There is a high end there. You know. 3 shutouts in the playoffs.
Yep.
You know, games like last night. He has had other really good performances and stretches. And yet no player is going to play at that high end all the time. I mean, even McDavid's start to the season. Is it really McDavid-like overall? Maybe not quite. But the thing for Skinner is that it's great he has these high-end games. Are the other games good? Are his bad games good enough? I guess is what you're saying. Right?
Right.
You know, Like sometimes with a lot of goalies, you just say, well, you know what? He stopped the few, and the ones that beat him, you can't really criticize.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of nights like that. And then so a goalie might have 3 games like that in a row, and then he might have 2 where he stands on his head, and you're like, you know what? That's a pretty good 5-game stretch. Didn't really hurt us and really helped us a couple nights. But I think that's the thing for Sue. The low end, the nights he gets pulled, the nights it's, 3 goals on 11 shots halfway through the second period, things like that. So we'll see. I mean, again, good start. Looks like he'll get another chance tomorrow against the Islanders, who haven't won a game, by the way.
Now, is that confirmed that he will start tomorrow?
Not totally confirmed, but it looked like he was in the starters net, quote unquote,
Right.
from what people reported. So we'll see.
Because
they're going to split the weekend, obviously.
Because you would thought.
I wondered if they were going back to Pickard tomorrow, just because Pickard had the good game against the Islanders last year.
So then you think Pickard would get the start against New Jersey, Skinner back against the Red Wings?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, a good game last night. All right, good text. We appreciate getting texts like those. You know what it's time for, buddy?
Yes, I do.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. Why settle for less when you can have it all? Only Play Alberta brings you casino games, live dealers, lottery, instants, and sports betting all in one place. Players can get a $50 casino bonus by depositing $50 and using the code EST Casino. You can get a $50 free sports bet by depositing $50 and using the code EST Sports. Don't forget to use your game sense.
Well, this might be the week of Wilkins support for Jay's play of the day, because Reid and I actually cooked this one up. Wanted to go Blue Jays. I actually wanted home runs, but they couldn't find that. I wanted to go over 1.5 home runs for the Blue Jays.
Okay.
See what it was going to be. So,
right.
But they didn't. So, you came up with something pretty good. I thought, I don't need to change anything about this. So, Jay's play of the day, you can find it at playalberta.ca. Click on sports, click on EST specials, and you'll find it there. Bieber, 4 or more strikeouts. Guerrero, 1 or more hits. George Springer, 1 or more hits. That has been boosted to plus 152. So that is Bieber, 4 or more strikeouts. Guerrero and Springer to have 1 or more hits.
Okay.
So, I'll say this. Okay. Just like I said last night, if you think the Oilers were going to win that game last night in New York, sprinkle on Jay's play of the day.
Right.
If you think the Blue Jays are going to win Game 3 and get back in this series tonight, sprinkle on Jay's play of the day.
Well, they'll probably need those things to happen.
I think so. There's also some other really good ones. There's the early bird bet is nice. Blue Jays win and Vladdy 1 or more hits. I mean, I guess I have to play that right? I'd be foolish.
You would be. You'd be wearing a dunce cap, Jay.
I would be wearing a dunce cap. So I'm going to sprinkle on that as well. But there you go. Jay's play of the day at playalberta.ca. Click on sports, click on EST specials, and always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right. It'll be interesting to see how many Blue Jays fans are in Seattle, because usually there are a lot of Blue Jays fans for games in Seattle. This one, though, being a playoff game, you think Mariners fans would have snapped up a lot of tickets.
Yeah, that will be interesting to see, because it's in such close proximity to Vancouver. A lot of people just cross over the border, right, to go there. So, but the only thing that could limit that or try to limit it would be Mariners fans snapping up all those seats. It looks like Jasmine, I think, was saying here, cheapest ticket to get inside T-Mobile Park is $188 USD.
What does USD stands for?
US dollars.
Oh, okay.
So she says that's $264 Canadian. I mean, if that's not crazy.
Is she going?
I don't know.
Are we supposed to go? Is she telling us to go?
We have a staff meeting, Reid.
I don't know if we'd make it in time.
Be responsible.
The Mariners, I was just double checking, they are the only team to have not played in the World Series. Now, a current team, because the Expos never did, right? They did as the Washington Nationals. So they are the only team to have never been in the World Series? The teams who have never won the World Series. Do you know who they are?
No, go ahead.
Well, obviously the Mariners. Who else? The Brewers. They were in the 1982 World Series, lost to the Cardinals. The Colorado Rockies were in the World Series in 2007, lost to the Red Sox. The San Diego Padres lost the World Series in 5 in 84 to the Tigers, were swept by the Yankees in 98. And the Tampa Bay Rays have lost a couple times, 2020 to the Dodgers in 6, and they lost in 5 to the Phillies in 2008. Now, it's current teams. It's not going back to the, I don't even trying to think of an old team. You know what I'm saying.
The Brooklyn Dodgers.
The Brooklyn Dodgers would have won and been in the World Series several times, Jay.
Several times, yes.
Baseball in California, that'll never work.
Yeah, same as outdoor games in California.
I have found myself... I found myself getting tense watching the Blue Jays. I feel like I've rediscovered a little bit of my love for baseball, which has been lost over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Even when the Jays were in the ALC in 15 and 16, I was interested, but they're playing during Oilers games or whatever. I do remember the bat flip and that wild inning against the Rangers and all that kind of stuff. But for me, the baseball I guess, romanticize is from the 80s and 90s. And certainly the Blue Jays winning the World Series in 92 and 93. And I know that's ancient history, and I know to some people it sounds like I'm talking like I'm an old codger living in the past.
Devon White.
But still, that was a golden era.
Yes.
The Blue Jays made the playoffs in 85. They almost made the playoffs in 87. They made it in 89. They made it in 91. They kept losing in the ALCS. And the Expos had a relatively competitive team most of the time, and then obviously in 94 had the best record in baseball when the season was shut down and never got going again. So that was like a good time for baseball. Both teams were usually at least good and often very good. But I found and I think this Blue Jays team, it's sort of there's a lot of good storylines. Talking about old Expos, the Guerrero connection. Savage, a younger guy coming up, or I wish it was pronounced Savage. I might just call him that. That's been fun to watch. And then just the way when they get rolling, how they can hit. They got the guys who can hit the home runs, but how it's like some of those games against the Yankees, it's just pounding away, runners on base, single after single, or then cashing in with a bigger hit. It's pretty entertaining to watch. And that's why they still have that in them. And that's why I think they will win 2 of 3 in Seattle and bring it back to Toronto.
Why did you take the S off of ALC? You said ALC.
Did I?
Yeah.
I did not do that intentionally.
Oh, really? Because they're now saying it as the ALC.
Oh, are they?
Always
Who
been
said that? It's always been the ALC. Oh, are they?
I've seen it after leading the ALC. No, it's the ALCS.
It's the American League Championship Series. Yes.
It's always been the ALCS, NLCS.
Right.
But now it's ALC, NLC.
Well, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, look tonight.
I don't really pay attention to the TV.
Yeah. No. Changing everything, Reid.
It really is. But we'll be able to have the game on during our staff meeting, I hope. I hope we're allowed to watch it during our staff. Or is Awana going to shut the TV off?
Well,
sorry, I have to concentrate, guys.
I wonder about that, Reid, because it is a staff meeting. You do want to have some level of people paying attention.
We will, but we're at a sports station and it's a big sporting event.
Well, I think
it's not like I'm asking to watch the St. Vincent's School for Poorly Coordinated Boys indoor soccer game.
You know what we should do? We should take the ESTV and put it in the boardroom.
Oh, is the meeting in the boardroom or in the common area? I think the meeting should be in the common area so we can watch the game.
Reid, we have a boardroom. That's what meetings are. That's where you're supposed to have meetings.
Yeah, not today.
But what if we put that in the boardroom? It's mobile.
Is it going to work?
Why wouldn't it?
Well,
it's internet-based.
Why? Okay, yes, exactly. Why would the internet never not work?
True.
Good question, Jay. That's never happened in the history of the internet. Okay, we're coming up to the 4 o'clock break. You're going to hear from Tomasek, from Knoblauch, and McDavid as we get into the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel. Shawn Belle is going to join us on the Oil Country Towing video hotline as we move along through the course of the show. We have 4 VIP passes to give away to the Alberta Snowmobile, ATV, and Off-Road Show coming up this weekend at the Expo Center. Back after the break.
The Lock Shop. Maybe the biggest story is just how good Jonathan Toews is looking. I mean, I think a lot of people were thinking, okay, let's give him...
That's really big.
25 games, 30 games. He looks better and more comfortable every game. He's still got incredible vision, a great stick. He's like 63% in the face-off dot. I am buying all the Jonathan Toews stock that I can.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in-store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Four games in the NHL tonight. Buffalo hosting Ottawa and Detroit battling Florida at 5 o'clock. After that, the Blackhawks play the Blues and the Flames take on the Mammoth with puck drop for those games going at 7:30. Elsewhere, the Kings have reacquired Phoenix Copley from the Lightning for future considerations. Tampa Bay claiming Copley off waivers earlier this month. In football, Nick Anderson, Jared Brinkman, and Robbie Smith were all limited at Elks practice today. Anderson with an abdominal issue, Smith with an ankle injury, and Brinkman was limited because of a shoulder and toe injury. From Edmonton, the 7-2 Oil Kings challenge the 4-4 Winterhawks face off at 7 o'clock. And for the Jays, Shane Bieber gets the start in Game 3 of the ALCS against the Mariners. Toronto down 2-0 in the series with the first pitch coming at 6:08 from Emerald City. Staying with the Jays, Alejandro Kirk, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Andre Jimenez, Ernie Clement, and Ty France have been named as finalists for the Gold Glove in the American League. The award is given out annually to the best defensive player for each field position. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Oilers playing the New York Islanders tomorrow, Game 2 of their 5-game road trip. It's a 5:30 game. We will have the Oil Stream GCL Diesel pregame show at 4:30, hosted by Tom Gazzola, and then Tom on right after the game for the Oil Stream postgame show. So our show, Jay, will go 3 to 4:30 and then 5:30 to 6. Now on Friday, what do you guys got? A 7:30 Green and Gold kickoff show?
You got
later night for you guys. A must-win for the Edmonton Elks.
Going to be a tough one.
If they lose, they're eliminated.
Yep. Even if they win, they could be eliminated, Reid.
But it'd have to wait a day.
Not that night.
Right, because if Winnipeg and Saskatchewan both win...
Can you imagine if Winnipeg and Saskatchewan tie?
Sorry, my apologies. If Winnipeg and Calgary both win.
Yeah,
Winnipeg and Saskatchewan are playing each other.
Right.
Yeah. So, tough, but they've been in a tough spot, well, most of the year. Because they didn't get out of the gate very well.
Yeah.
So that's some of the other programming we have coming up for you over the course of the week. And then 2 matinees for the Oilers of the weekend. So Tom will be on before and after those as well with the Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. You can text us at 780-218-9999. That is the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the kitchen restaurant. Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. That's available Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. until close. Our off-topic topic. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
For William Huff.
Yeah.
So we kind of had one, and then we have a subtopic. The off-topic topic is your unpopular Halloween candy take. Jay's was, do not give out cans of pop to children on Halloween. And then the subtopic to that is, do you like Bounty bars? And you can vote in the chat on YouTube.
Okay, Nature Boy, Neil T says full-size chocolate bars and 3D printed toys. Smith TM14 says out in the country, 2-liter pop and a big bag of Old Dutch chips. Wow.
That's what you just give a kid? No, maybe that's the only home he can visit.
Dirty Don says pop is a big thing in a small town. And Dave in Section T says, he says, hey, Brainless, don't you know where coconuts come from? And he said that was a quote from George Bailey, and It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, okay. I still have not seen that film.
Big Dave, I'm pushing back on Jay's pop can curmudgeonness. I love that my kids get them. I take 3 under 10 trick-or-treating, and I let them fill their bags, and I periodically empty them into a king-size pillowcase that I carry. They get the pop they love. I do the heavy lifting. Everyone wins. Well, Big Dave, that is true. Fantastic. It's just my opinion.
Oh, if Dave feels like a winner, that's great.
That's right. Tube Sock says the boss of coconut-filled chocolate bars is, of course, the Almond Joy.
Which I cannot eat.
The almonds. That's right.
You
know what I almost did today?
You brought in stuff we'd be allergic to?
Dude, I was pouring it into a reusable container to bring to work, and I said to April, I stopped in my tracks. I said, I can't do this. It was a big bag of the Costco bag of trail mix.
Yeah.
Almonds, peanuts.
But you can't eat that either.
Yeah, I can. There's just no hazelnuts or Brazil nuts in it.
Oh, okay.
And I was pouring it in to bring into the to work. And I said, what am I thinking? I would have killed you.
Well, you wouldn't have killed me, but you would have had to tell me what it was and told everybody else not to eat it near where I work or touch anything that I'm going to touch.
It can't happen. I can't eat that here. That's just, that's one of the sacrifices.
I appreciate that.
But I was thinking of you this morning.
Well, that's nice. 780-218-9999. It is how you text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. You want to do a limerick?
Sure.
Bronco Nick. Do you have Bronco Nicks? My email won't open. The internet hates me today, even though I changed
Bronco
Wi-Fi.
Nicks. Yes. Let's get into it. Thank goodness Stuart was great. Throwing water on the Skinner hate. Glad how it went. Didn't need to repent. Hopefully now he can replicate.
There's the key. Got to replicate it.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, got to be a replicant.
Can you imagine if he goes out tomorrow night
Runner
and throws out another shutout?
Well, that'd be fun. Islanders do not have a win. That is stunning that the Rangers haven't scored in 3 consecutive home games. And it's not as if they're a lousy team. They have good players on the roster.
Do you know whose streak they've bested?
I don't. You know who I'll say? The Washington Capitals from 74, when they were terrible.
It was in this century.
So the team, a home goalless drought.
Yeah,
home ice goalless drought.
Opening streak.
Oh, off the start of the season.
Yes.
Well, it wouldn't have been any of the Oilers' bad teams. Who else was bad? Well, Buffalo's been bad for a while.
This team's actually been really good.
I'm going to say
lately.
It's an Avalanche team. They had a couple bad teams this century.
The 01-02 Florida Panthers.
Oh, wow. Okay.
155 minutes, 17 seconds.
So 2.5 games. And then they scored. And the Rangers are right at 180 minutes. Yeah, that's some. And Shesterkin's like his save percentage is it like 980 or something like that, or 972. It's incredibly high. Well, he does have a shutout because their wins have been 6-1 and 4-0.
Right.
That's amazing stuff. All right, let's get into the Oil Understood, presented by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood.
Saw Cam and the crew down at Subway.
Oh, really?
Subway Subwapta today.
The new one.
The new one.
Dustin and Tom were there.
Beautiful. Met a lot of the Subway brass.
Oh, nice.
They were nice. They're starting to bring in self-serve kiosks. So you go, press all your toppings, and it comes up. So it's like...
So the person doesn't... Or does it happen behind the scenes?
No, as soon as you come in, there'll be a kiosk there. You can start your order there instead of going to talk to the person.
So who makes the sub?
The person.
Okay.
But
so
it just comes out with an order.
So it's made, you don't talk to anybody.
You don't have to go down the line and say,
oh, right. You just want
extra
this, and
extra
this.
this.
Right.
So
it's almost mobile ordering, but you're in the store.
They already have mobile ordering, but
okay. Foolish me.
I think it's if it's busy, right? You get half the people going there, half the people at the kiosks. Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Very.
All right. So here were the lines for the Oilers at their practice today. McDavid centering Mangiapane and Tomasek. Draisaitl between Nugent-Hopkins and Roslovic. Frederick with Podkolzin and Kapanen. Henrique with Howard and Savoy. The fifth line, Philp, Janmark, and Lazar. On the back end, Wallman practiced, but he will not play tomorrow. Hopefully we will return on the weekend as he's been a little banged up since the exhibition schedule. So Ekholm with Bouchard, Nurse with Stetcher, Kulak with Emberson. Speaking more about Tomasek, who's looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good, even understating it?
Well, it depends what context you're looking at it from. Is it from expectations prior to the season? Then yes, he's exceeding those expectations. For him,
he doesn't look out of place, I guess, would be my thing, where sometimes you see a guy and you're thinking, oh my goodness, he doesn't belong on this side of the pond. He's been pretty good. Tomasek talking about fitting in with the Oilers.
It is a really great group of guys, I think, and you can tell. I think we have a really good team. So it's been great. Yeah, trying to fit in best way I can with the system, with what the coaches want and what the team wants. I had multiple positions on the team, and it's completely fine. And when you're winning, it's also more fun. So that's good so far. Yeah.
Look, he's obviously an older guy. He's a bigger guy. As I've been saying, I wasn't sold on him when he came over. Hopefully, he can continue doing what he's doing. But he does not. He doesn't look timid out there. He knows the puck's. The old thing. The closer you can get the puck to the other team's net, the puck's got to go there. Puck's got to go to the net to go in, so it helps if you have people going there as well. They're trying to occupy space there. He seems to understand that, and he's got the size and the gumption. That's my word of the week, I think. He's got the size and the gumption to get there.
Yeah, I mean, you could look at last night's game where he took a puck, off the sidewall and drove it right to the net. Stepped around his defender and had a pretty good chance on net. And then who knows where that rebound goes, right? Very confident. Yes, so it's good to see. I mean, that's exactly what the Oilers need to have if this team's going to go places this year. Is guys like that outperform their expectations.
Head coach Kris Knoblauch with some thoughts on Tomasek.
One thing I've been really impressed with is his stick details, being able to break up a lot of plays. So that tells me it's a smart play, can read what the other team's doing, and is able to break up a lot of plays. And the one I think of in exhibition, I remember at home in the corner, knock the puck out of the air, set up the goal, just stuff like that he does regularly, which is nice. Another thing is offensively, maybe not be the fastest guy, but I'm not saying he's slow, but I'm really impressed at how he drives, takes the puck to the net, and hasn't really capitalized on any of those yet in the regular season, but he's had some nice looks. You want the guys driving the nets and not playing the perimeter. So, and then obviously what I've seen him on the power play, and, we saw him the other night against Vancouver having numerous chances. Well, just shows that he can find those soft spots, get those, become available to get into scoring areas.
Well, and quite frankly, I maybe have been more impressed with him on the power play than I have been 5-on-5. And I'm not saying he's been bad 5-on-5. Now, certainly he's benefiting from playing with some excellent offensive players on the power play. But again, he's complimented them. He's got to the front of the net. He's taken up space. He's made himself available for passes. He's been a nuisance around the net, around the blue paint. He's been able to retrieve pucks. He made that nice pass to Draisaitl for the goal in the first game of the season against the Flames. We talked yesterday how he had that opportunity on the centering pass against Vancouver. Okay, didn't get his shot off quickly enough, but he was in the right spot. He took the pass, and you could see his reaction, that he's probably thinking like, oh yeah, I got to shoot that.
Right.
Like that's got to be on, off and off my stick, on and off my stick, or I got to one-time it. So he's been a nice story so far. It's going to be a long season. I'm sure he'll have some ups and downs, but I think he started very, very well. Knoblauch had some more to say about Tomasek on the PP.
Well, one, just being a smart player. Yes, it is new for him. We wanted a right-handed shot for that power play, just with the options, and felt that he was the best player for that. And in the past, he scored a lot in Europe with his shot. He's a guy that can score perimeter with a hard, heavy one-timing shots, and we didn't necessarily need him for that. But I think as the power play progresses, we can move him around a little bit and maybe have that threat. But we just wanted especially a bigger body in front of the net who could make plays, and we thought he fit that description.
Well, and to me, Jay, that's got to be the job on the power play, because Hyman's out.
Yeah,
Perry's on another team. So if Tomasek can score on a one-timer or score for distance, okay, cool. But Leon and Bush can do that on the power play. You need a guy in front of the net. So if he accepts that role and can excel at it, and again, so if they didn't have a power play last night, so we can't evaluate last night's power play. I just know when I've seen him on the power play, he's exactly where he should be standing. And because of his size, he's hard to move out of there.
Yes. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm glad you brought up the power play, because that is I would say that's harder for him to fit in and look normal than it would be in 5-on-5, right? Because you're playing with very, very skilled players. I mean, they're tossing that puck around, quite fast, but he just looks good in there. He looks like a fit, and it's going to make an interesting decision for this coaching staff when Zach Hyman returns to the lineup. I mean, what do you do? He's not going gangbusters on the power play, but he doesn't look out of place. I mean, it's only 3 games in, but he did have a beautiful feed to Leon Draisaitl in their first game.
Yeah,
and we both have liked what we've seen.
And you made a good point. He had a good take to the net yesterday, so he's done something in every game where you thought, oh, that's an NHL play.
Yes.
You make a good point when Hyman comes back. I would guess maybe you want to, bring Hyman back not full throttle, like watch his ice time a little bit at first. And look, the number one power play is usually out there for a minute 30. I mean, so you could have them spell off each other. You could have one of them start the power play, and the other guy replaces. Tomasek replaces Hyman, or the other way around after 45, 50 seconds while the other big guys stay on the ice. That could be an option that they do there, and then you still give Tomasek a chance if he's playing well, but you also get Hyman back involved, but not throwing him right back in with all the ice time he had before. But that's a good. I mean, if Tomasek pots a couple power play goals in the month of October, maybe you're not desperate for Hyman to jump back into that spot, but that's a hell of a security blanket to have.
So there'd be PP1, PP 1.5,
yes,
and then PP2.
PP2, exactly. The Oilers Rangers game, we got the replay on here. Were you home yet in the second period where Skinner was going to the bench because his stick broke? And they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him go all the way to the bench.
Why?
Like I don't know if they thought it was like too much simulating a timeout or something like that, because they kind of stopped them and then the linesman was like, "Oh, I'll get your stick." So anyway, Connor McDavid with
linesman, hey,
yeah,
Reid.
they're just a wacky bunch. Connor McDavid on Tomasek.
Obviously, he's a big man. Wins a lot of puck battles. I think that's the biggest thing that stands out. Always ready to shoot, but wins a lot of battles. That's the first thing I see. I think he's just a great scorer. He understands where to be. He understands, how to put himself in a good spot, and makes great plays. You saw that in the first game with a great pass to Leo. So, very smart player. Obviously, he's played a lot of pro hockey. Can play at this level, and just a great player.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. And Tomasek, some thoughts on playing with McDavid.
I think we had one period last game, the last period, and I thought there was some really good plays there, and probably looking to playing a little bit more game that I played back home in Europe. Obviously, he's an amazing player, so try to do what help him in any way I can, or kind of ask him what he wants, but also play my game with the puck. And we had some good looks last night. I think today in practice looked good, so hopefully we can build on that and have a good game tomorrow.
All right, tomorrow against the Islanders. Bronco Nick with an interesting question. He says, is it safe to say Howard, Savoy, and Stetcher get sent down when the team is healthy? Because who would they have to send down? I don't think they'd have to send 3 players down. I don't think Savoy would get sent down. I mean, what did he play? What was his ice time yesterday? Do you have the sheet there?
Savoy?
Yeah.
12:43.
And what did Howard play? 10 something?
7:30.
Oh, he only played 7:30?
He was the least amount of ice on the roster.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that the coach likes Savoy. Now, Savoy is the one who's been bumped down because of Roslovic. But I still think Savoy does some pretty good things. And I think, yeah, maybe Regula, if Regula is healthy, he's going to play ahead of Stetcher.
Did he go on the trip, Regula?
I'm not sure if he's on the trip.
I was wondering why.
But
he must.
But Knoblauch said that he could be able to return during the trip, so he probably traveled.
Because wouldn't you rather have him in than Stetcher?
Well, Regula would play ahead of Stetcher.
So he's just
yes
getting through some stuff.
Yeah.
Probably from that hit, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Would they send Lazar down? Would he get... I think Philp might get claimed. I don't know if they'd want to expose Philp to waivers. I guess the easy decision because of contracts is Howard and then, yes, Savoy. But I don't think... I look at Howard and I'm like, there's a player there. Maybe get him some more ice time in the AHL.
Yes.
Savoy looks more NHL ready to me, more involved in the action. Like an all-around player. Mm-hmm. I think Howard will get there. I think Savoy has a more well-rounded game right now. I don't know if he would get sent down. The unfair thing, and I talked yesterday about pro sports ain't fair. The unfair thing is that you are scratching or sending down players who probably deserve to be an NHL lineup. The positive side of that is those are now your extra players who you can trust to be in an NHL game. But that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, if you lost Stetcher on waivers, does that destroy your depth chart?
No.
I mean, you'd like to have him.
I don't know.
But Regula's been good, and Emerson is younger. And then maybe, you got a guy like Deneen in the minors or something like that maybe you could call up if you needed somebody. We'll see. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Jay and I, of course, and the Coob are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Pizza Sunday is back at the Canadian Brewhouse. After 4 p.m., grab an 8-inch 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Wash it down with $6.99 doubles and $1 off Bud Light tankards. All right, here comes the Coupe. Shawn Belle coming up as well.
Out east, the Panthers and Red Wings face off. Well, the Sabres and Senators hit the ice. Both games start at 5 o'clock. After that, St. Louis plays host to Chicago, while Calgary visits Utah for 7:30 puck drop. From LA, the Kings have reacquired Phoenix Copley from the Lightning for future considerations, having Tampa claim Copley off waivers earlier this month. And from Rogers Place, the 7-2 Oil Kings meet the 4-4 Winterhawks for 7 o'clock, with 3 other games around the WHL. For the Elks, Nick Anderson, Jared Brinkman, and Robbie Smith were limited at practice once again. Anderson with an ab injury, Brinkman with a shoulder and toe issue, while Smith is recovering from an ankle issue. MLB action, Toronto is on the road in Seattle for Game 3 of the ALCS. Jays in the hole, down 2-zip in the series. Anthony Santander making his return for Toronto after missing Game 2. Shane Bieber to the mound for first pitch just after 6 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The Reid Wilkins Show rolls on after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
We've got Craig Button. He is our GS Construction Hockey Insider.
They win that game because of Stuart Skinner, not for any other reason. And the goaltender has to do the job, but it's still the elephant in the room. You don't know what you're getting with Stuart Skinner. I laugh when, was it Martin that said, should we start Skinner on Thursday?
Yeah.
It's a legitimate question.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Students, this one's for you.
Your Edmonton Elks face the Winnipeg Blue Bombers this Saturday, October 11th in the Campus Clash, presented by Innova.
Featuring $18 student tickets, plus food and drink specials, a can't miss after party at Auburn's Ice District,
and a chance to win a trip to Cancun.
Edmonton Elks Campus Clash, 5 p.m. Saturday.
Non-student tickets start at $20.
Score yours now at goelks.com.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. San Francisco's own Jefferson Starship bring their arena rock legacy to the River Cree Resort and Casino October 23rd. Celebrating 50 years of rock and roll, don't miss these classic rock legends. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right. Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. 4:29. We're with you until 6 o'clock. The Blue Jays game starts just after 6. Jays play of the day on playalberta.ca. What do you got again? Bieber a strikeout 4 or more?
Bieber 4 or more strikeouts. Vladdy Jr. and George Springer 1 or more hits.
Okay.
Simple.
That's very possible. Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. We're going to be sticking around for a staff meeting, which are always fun here at EST. I wonder if there was going to be a splash of Coke. Ooh. You know what would be awesome if the Coke was already here and Dustin Nielsen. Is it? Can we get it right?
I don't have any Coke.
Oh, it's just there
is in the bottom of the fridge.
I
totally forgot about
there will be Coke.
You brought it up.
he just remember. Do you still have to go out, or is everything being brought in? You can add it to the order, and then we got our little cups for a splash of Coke. You don't want to have too much; it's bad for your teeth, Dustin. Dustin's walking away. He's like, "Who is that guy?"
Yeah. What a freak.
He's like, there's a show at 4:30. What's going on?
Who are these guys in my seats?
When did they start doing this?
Yeah.
All right. So it'll be fun. Oilers game tomorrow, 5:30 at the Islanders. Elks game, 8:30 on Friday on the road against the BC Lions. We had a great chat with David Beard on this show yesterday. David's very honest and informative when he talks. And he said, remember when I was on earlier in the season and I said you can't just gel immediately. It takes some time. Might be frustrating for the fans and the players going through it, but clearly there's been some gelling for the Elks over the last few weeks. They are 6-3 in their last 9 games, which is pretty good. I mean, you do that over a full season, you're going 12-6. But it's going to be tough. So what do we need to happen? We need Elks fans, the Elks team. You need Saskatchewan to beat Winnipeg. In Winnipeg. Yeah. Tough, because Saskatchewan's resting some players already, right?
Well, Jake Maier's no dud of a backup quarterback to
True,
Trevor
he
Harris.
has been a starter. Not a great starter, but has been a starter.
But I still think, this is the thing. This is professional football. If you're not starting your best player, if you're not starting Trevor Harris, Jake Maier's seeing this as an opportunity. He's no dummy. He knows that there's going to be some openings across the league like there always is.
That's a great point.
At training camp, and he's got one shot or one game, and all the eyes are on him.
Yeah.
He's going to want to take advantage of that as much as he can. Look, I'll put it to you this way. I think Saskatchewan upsets Winnipeg more than I think Toronto goes in and upsets Calgary.
I think very much so.
Toronto at Calgary.
Toronto and Ottawa are well out of it. Yeah, but an ideal weekend is Sask over Winnipeg. Edmonton must beat BC, and then Toronto over Calgary. So Edmonton must beat BC, and then I guess if you don't get the best case scenario, you need one of Winnipeg or Calgary to lose at home. Quite frankly, preferably Calgary, because then it just sets up an Edmonton-Calgary showdown. Because if Calgary, let's say Calgary won, then they're in. If Edmonton if Edmonton won and Winnipeg lost, great, but the Elks still don't control their own destiny, because then Winnipeg could just win their last game of the season and get in because they have the tiebreaker.
But that last game where the Alouettes are coming to town might
Winnipeg plays Montreal into the season, right?
For Montreal. That could mean first in the East.
Yeah, but the Elks have to win. Here's the simple thing to remember. The Elks have to win, everybody.
Yes.
If the Elks lose on Friday, they are out, regardless of what happens in the other game. If the Elks win and one of Winnipeg or Calgary loses, then we can tell you that the last game of the last weekend of the season is meaningful for the Elks. That's a simple thing to remember as you're walking around.
Yes.
We know we have, and this is the thing you're learning too, we have a lot of people who know all the combinations, all the math, and we have some people, they're running around in their busy lives. They're like, Reid and Jay, just tell me what the least I need to know.
Yep.
Or tell me, so I got CFL coworkers or family or friends. What do I got to know at dinner tonight?
That's it. Elks need to win.
Elks need to win, and you need one of Winnipeg or Calgary to lose, and then week 21 next weekend has meaning for the Elks. Anyway, fun to talk about. Fun little burst here for the Elks, going 6 wins in their last 9 games. What do we have here? Oh, we're buying or selling for our buddy Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate.
Buying or selling, it's time to start the Stu Skinner Vezina conversation.
Okay, buddy. You're just trying to...
It's buying or selling,
You're just trying
Reid.
to just get people going in the nasty chat and fighting with each other. You're being a troll.
Well, it's buying
Troll
or
Jay,
selling.
where's your sticky electric hair sticking to the sky?
It's in my car.
Is that what the little troll dolls had?
They had that long hair.
I thought they were the little troll dolls that their hair stuck straight up.
Yeah. And you could tie in knots.
And then what was the purpose of those dolls?
They were a fad. Troll dolls. They were like a toy.
Yeah.
And you'd collect
like
them.
having a pet rock or a Cabbage Patch Kid?
Yes. Just like that.
Are they still popular?
I don't think so.
What was the other thing? The Furbies? Not Randy Furby, the curler.
Furbies. What were Furbies?
What were Furbies?
They're other little furry dolls.
But they talk to you, right?
Yeah, didn't they make like a spin-off movie
like
or
Chucky.
something for the Furbies?
Weren't the Furbies like the biggest thing at one like Christmas? You
Yes,
know,
I
those
think they
big
were.
Christmas. Tickle Me Elmo was up there once, wasn't he?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
A little creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Furbies.
I'm selling. Oh, those were Furbies? Oh, those things. I didn't even know that's what they were.
Kind of creepy looking.
I'm selling that Stuart Skinner has entered the Vezina conversation.
Okay, it's just a question.
I'm not saying any. I don't think any goaltender has entered the Vezina conversation yet.
That's a fair answer.
The season is 1 week old.
Buying or selling? Look, I think Adam Henrique can be fairly or unfairly criticized for his lack of production offensively.
Sure. Well, I don't think he's going to be that type of player anymore.
Adam Henrique showed buying or selling. Adam Henrique showed exactly why you need him in a lineup last night.
Oh, I'll buy on that. Yeah.
I mean, 67% in the faceoff. A couple big draws, big wins when they were on that back-to-back power plays or penalty kills. At one point, it was 5-on-3. He won that draw. So yeah, I thought that is exactly why you need a guy like that. He's
got the empty netter,
not the empty netter, but 12 faceoffs, won 8 of them. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I just don't think he's going to be as good offensively as he was most of his career. I mean, he used to be pretty much a shoe-in for 20 goals. He's not going to be in that role, but is he intelligent enough to play a bottom 6 role? I think yes, he is.
National Shawarma Day.
Oh my goodness.
Buying or selling shawarma over donairs.
I don't think I've ever had a shawarma.
What?
No, I'm not. I'm not. And
I've
only had donair like 2 or 3 times in my life. It's not really something I'm that into.
You don't like a donair?
They're fine.
You've never had a shawarma?
I don't think I have.
A shawarma is like, it's chicken based.
Okay.
And it's got Mediterranean touches to it.
No, I've never had one of these.
So it's got like pickled onions, I think. It's delightful.
I probably like it. I don't think I've had one that I can remember.
Would you like me to take you for a shawarma next week? I'll even treat.
No,
the
we
two.
can go get something else.
That's not the way this offer works. It's not. We can go somewhere else.
Well, I got to find out the ingredients.
Well, I'll tell you what's in a shawarma.
I don't know if I would like it. I'd have to get it without onions.
Thinly sliced, spice marinated chicken. It's served on a flatbread or pita.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, lettuce, onions, sauces like tahini, hummus, or toom, which is a garlic sauce.
Okay, that's fine.
I think
we can get one. Sure.
I think you'd really.
Sorry, I have a low enthusiasm for that.
But it's National Shawarma Day.
Well, congratulations to the people who celebrate. What do you prefer?
Oh man, like you, I don't eat donairs. I probably have 2 donairs a year, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not a big... I've had Donair, but I don't seek them out. There are other things I'd sooner get.
But if you go best on best, I've had some really kick-ass shawarmas.
All right.
So if you're saying you're going to give me the best shawarma versus the best Donair, I'm going shawarma.
All right. Well, we can make a plan to try to go get one next week. That's fine. It is 4:39. Shawn Belle to talk some Oilers storylines when we get back. Here's the Coop.
Two Canadian teams hit the ice tonight, starting with the 1-2 Senators playing the 0-3 Sabres at 5 o'clock. Later on, the 1-3 Flames take on the 1-2 Mammoth at 7:30. WHL action, there's 4 games on tap, including the Oil Kings welcoming in the Winterhawks to Rogers Place for 7 o'clock puck drop. And today's Elks injury report has Robbie Smith, Nick Anderson, and Jared Brinkman listed as limited. Anderson with a hip injury, Brinkman with a shoulder and toe issue, while Smith was sidelined due to an ankle issue. From Seattle, the Jays and Mariners hit the field for Game 3 of the ALCS. Toronto trailing 2-0 in the series. Shane Bieber to the mound. First pitch at 6:08. And Anthony Santander makes his return to Toronto's lineup after missing Game 2 of the series. 4 games on the court. NBA preseason action. The Raptors and Celtics tipping off at 5:30. Shawn Belle is our next guest, joining us on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Hangout.
It's the one thing I do enjoy of getting up to go and do the morning show whenever I filled in, is how quiet the roads are. Are you becoming a morning person? No, that's never going to happen. But as I'm driving, it's just how quiet the roads are. It's just peaceful. Yeah.
It's so true. Like, that's the reason I wake up so early, too, is so I can only say idiot twice rather than 10 times.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Got your rally cap on? So do we. Get your home base ready with Sentinel Storage and cheer on Canada's team. Let's go Blue Jays. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi LaValle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileshow.com.
The Oil Stream.
Casino dealer Jay, assuming Howard and then Kapanen out. When Janmark and Hyman return, no spot for Philp again unless injuries pop up. Is that kind of how this thing's going to sort itself out?
Philp's your extra forward.
Yeah.
And I know
some people are pretty pissed that he was out last game. That's who Philp is on this team. He's not your everyday third line center.
Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon along with Jay Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Talking about Stuart Skinner, big shutout last night. David Tomasek coming along for the Oilers. They play the Islanders tomorrow. Blue Jays Game 3 tonight against the Mariners. That'll start just a few minutes after we're off air at 6 o'clock. You can get us on iHeartRadio, on TuneIn Radio, or on YouTube. If you are streaming us on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. We were flying out of the gate. Now the thumbs have slowed down a little bit. We're at 70 thumbs. We need 30 to get to 100. Do not be a pleasure delayer. Get in there and click the thumbs up. If you already done so, click share. You'll get a link to the show. Send that off to other people. and encourage them to check out Edmonton Sports Talk. Give us a thumbs up as well. But let's get the push going for 100. All right, we are going to go to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team, fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. And our first guest ever on the Oil Country Towing video hotline from Hello Hockey here on Edmonton Sports Talk. You saw him on the Hangout earlier today. It's our buddy Shawn Belle. Bellsy, how's it going?
It's going good, boys. How are you guys doing?
Doing very well. Now, I saw you at about 11:05, and I think you had to run. What have you done for the last 5.5 hours?
Well, first of all, it's been a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be the first ever, person on the new segment, which is I feel like that might need to be a couple clicks when I see you guys. But I've been up in Mornville. I've been freezing to death. We just had 2 games. Our U17s played and our U18s played, and so I'm in Brown's Social House right now trying to de-thaw.
Okay. It's already that cold in the rinks, eh?
Oh, my God. But I'm soft now, so I don't really like the cold, so that's part of it.
What was the I don't know if it's like a minor hockey story or a rink in junior that you were like, how does this have a WHL team? It's so cold. Is there a cold rink that you remember from your youth?
Maybe not so much my youth, but I will say when I was coaching at Nate, we got to some pretty bad barns. Like the Nate Arena might be one of the coldest rinks I think I've ever stepped foot into. You know, when you're playing, it's different because you're sweating and you're moving around, and so you don't notice it. But Nate is real bad. And then the other one is when I moved over to the JPHL and started coaching the HC Edmonton group, we were operating out of Argyle Arena. And there was times where it was so cold that it was like freezing on the inside of Argyle. And so that was like minus 30, minus 40. And it was to the point where you're like, I can't do this anymore. So those are the 2 coldest places I think that I've stepped foot in Edmonton for sure.
Yeah, well, you're right. Different now. You're a good point. Like when you're playing, you don't notice as much. But now in your role, you can feel it a little bit more. All right. Did you, as a guy who played in the NHL, when you see a game like last night, do you notice right away, or like the ice isn't good in that rink?
Well, yeah, the pucks were bouncing, but that wasn't my first take on it. My first take was, oh boy, everybody's sleepy today, because they looked lethargic. They didn't look like they were coming out, jumping, forechecking well. And when you see the Oilers play, like there's a lot of jump there. There's a lot of speed there. And in yesterday's game, the first 5 minutes, it was like, oh my God, like this is not going to be good. And then the puck started jumping around, which obviously provided a little bit of action because it caused some breaks and some turnovers, and guys were getting some decent chances. So, I mean, bouncing puck probably saved that first period a little bit.
All right, so Skinner gets the shutout. I mean, look, you know all the discussion about him, the tough play against Calgary, and I'm thinking, okay, he's got a high end. Like we even last year, which supposedly was a terrible year, he had a high end. To me, and I'm curious about this from you, Bellsy, because like every player has a high end, every player has a low end. A lot of the players who stick around in the NHL a long time, their low end isn't very low. Like the coach knows what he's going to get about the guys. Is that the challenge for Skinner, to lift up that low end, or what do you see as his task for this season?
Well, I said it on one of the pre- and post-game shows maybe last season, and the reality is that, as a coach, you want everybody to have their A-plus game every single night, but that's not going to happen usually until the playoff starts. And so in the regular season, what are you striving for? You're not looking to ride that wave where, one game you're an A-plus, but the next game you're a D. And you just want your team to operate at a B. And for Stuart Skinner, he has these waves that he hits where, like last night, he was outstanding, but then, 2 games ago, you would have said he's marginal. And so for me, like if I'm looking at Stuart Skinner, and if you were Stuart Skinner, I would be looking to just find my B game. And because if you get a B game out of Stuart Skinner, that means there's no weak goals that are going in, which is part of why he's so, controversial, and he's such a lightning rod for it, because of those weak goals. But if he can find that consistency in his game, well, you've got a pretty decent goaltender there, because when we've seen his best, like you've already mentioned, it's pretty high. So don't go swinging for home runs. Maybe just get a couple doubles here and there.
Shawn Belle joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Shawn Belle of Hello Hockey, which you can listen to right here on Edmonton Sports Talk Saturday mornings at 10 a.m., right?
That's correct.
Bellsy, the line juggling that we saw last night, it was different lines to start the game, and then boom, the start of the second period, or during the second period, a lot of the lines were changed. When you were a player, was that something that you would think, oh, good, the coach is seeing that these matchups aren't working? Or were you like, damn, man, I was just getting going with this unit? Like, how did you process that live during the game?
Well, as a defenseman, you get comfortable with your D partner. So, when you do get switched out, sometimes it's like, hey, well, what did I do? And you start thinking about those things. When it came to the line switching last game, I just think it was more a symptom of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl getting too cute together. And, the Rangers were line matching. They were putting JT Miller out against them. And I don't know if I could sit here and tell you that the Rangers were frustrating the Oilers. They're big guys. But what I do think is that they were just overcomplicating the game. And they do have a tendency to do that because obviously they're 2 of the best players in the world. So I can understand where they're coming from. But as soon as you switch those 2 or you split those guys up, it's harder for teams to figure out who they want to try to defend. You want to try to defend Connor McDavid and his line, or you're going to send out your best pairing against Leon Draisaitl and his line. And so I found that because those guys were on the same line and, they were trying to be a little bit too cute with what they were doing, as soon as they split those guys up, it was a challenge for the Rangers defensemen to figure out what they were trying to do. And you could see more guys wanting to get involved for the Oilers, and it created a little bit of jump for them.
Bellsy, you touched on it. The overpassing can be maddening. Now, with players of McDavid and Draisaitl's caliber, of course, numerous times over the years, I've thought to myself, what are you doing? Oh, nice pass. Because they see things that no one else. But but last night, I just felt, can you just let it fly? Like, can you it's one thing to pass when you're at an angle. Like, Connor down the middle, Leon in the slot. And you're passing to a guy below the circle. Now, I know they're taught move the goalie, your chances, but and again, we touched on the ice, and maybe your energy isn't there. Like, nothing's more energizing, I would think, than firing a puck and chasing a rebound, as opposed to, I'll try a pass. That frustrated me a little bit last night in what you thought was probably going to be a low-scoring game. Are you on board with this? No, move the goaltender as much as possible. Do you have to go with the feel of the game? And or will a coach, I know Knoblauch wouldn't say, come on, Connor, just shoot, but would he not say, hey, puck's got to get to the net, boys? Pucks get people to the net. You know what I'm getting at?
Well, I do. And you have the whole analytical world, that kind of processes expected goals and all that kind of fun stuff. One stat that is there, and I've talked to Tommy about it, is anytime you move the puck across a rural road, which is essentially post to post and up, it's like your chances of scoring go up 30%. So understanding that that's what it is, obviously you're trying to get guys to go east-west. You're trying to get goaltenders to move because they do a great job of taking away the bottom of the ice, or bottom of the net, and you're looking to go kind of upstairs. The problem is that when you overcomplicate it and you overpass, it kind of just takes that 30% and throws it right out the window, because usually once you get that player, that goaltender to move the one time, that's when the holes open up. But if you're trying to go back against the seam again, Well, the puck just left there. That's where all the players are. Usually they're going to get a stick on it, or there's a guy that's already standing there because he hasn't moved and he hasn't reacted to the play yet. And that's something that the Oilers were doing last night, is that they were overcomplicating. And I remember one play vividly. I think it was Connor McDavid that came down the middle. He moved it to Draisaitl on the left wing. And if Draisaitl's feeling it, that's a no-brainer. That puck is going in the back of the net. He's shooting it. But instead of shooting the puck, he tries to slide it back across the green to Nurse. And Nurse was already basically looping back out of the zone to get out of the rush to play defense. But it was also a bit of no man's land because he might have been going for Kapanen as well in the back post. And that's just kind of something that you look at and you're like, okay, these guys, they're not feeling it today. They're overcomplicating it. So let's split them up and see if we can get a little bit more juice.
All right. Before I let you go, I just want to get your thoughts on David Tomasek, who I think has been pretty good. I mean, he takes up a lot of space, and he's not timid about going to the net. I mean, I guess easy to say, okay, 79 more games to do it at this level. I've been pretty encouraged by him so far. What are you seeing?
Yeah, he just seems like he's brimming with confidence. He's a guy that he has no fear. He's taking the pucks to the net, and he's a big body, and he's making it hard for guys to play against him. And because he's going to battle in the corner, he's got good positioning, he's got a good stick, and anything that goes by him, he's like, guys are having to earn it as opposed to the fly by. Like he's gonna engage with you physically as well, and he's the type of player that the Oilers need in that bottom six because. As we've seen over the last couple of years, the bottom six hasn't been the hardest group to play against, but now he just adds a little bit more depth to it. The one thing I do wish was he was a little bit quicker, but, he's still got a nose for the net. He can still think the game and process it at a very good level. So the first 3 games that you've seen from Tomasek, I think they're very encouraging, and that he's only going to settle in a little bit more.
Yeah, and he definitely has some grade A scoring chances for sure. And I said this before, even that puck against Vancouver that he didn't one time. I mean, you could you could read his mind in the reaction where he was like, "Oh yeah. Next time I got to one time that." So yeah, he's been around the net for sure. Okay, thanks for hopping on. We at the movie. Usually you're going to be on Tuesdays, but with the long weekend and then a game yesterday, we flipped you to today. Hope you warm up soon, my friend.
I'm getting there. I'm going to get a hot chocolate right now.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Bellsy. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you, boys.
Shawn Belle checking in from Hello Hockey, and he joined Tom on the Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows last night. The Oilers skating today, and Tomasek was up there with McDavid and Mangiapane, Draisaitl with Nugent-Hopkins and Roslovic, Frederick with Podkolzin and Kapanen, Henrique with Howard and Savoy. The fifth line / an injured guy, Janmark with Philp and Lazar. Ekholm with Bouchard. Nurse with Stetcher. Kulak with Emberson. Wallman did practice, but Kris Knoblauch saying he's not expected to play tomorrow, hopefully in on the weekend when they have back-to-backs against the Devils and the Red Wings. So that is what we were looking at there. 5:30 game tomorrow. So the Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola will be at 4:30. Tomorrow, so we'll have this show from 3 to 4:30, and then round it out from 5:30 to 6. All right, we're going to give away. What are we giving away? The 4 VIP passes coming up in the next segment.
4 VIP passes to the Alberta Snowmobile, ATV, and Off-Road Show happening this Friday and Saturday over at the Edmonton Expo Center.
It is Gager popping in at 20 after 5 or so?
Yeah, we're going to get him off and fired up. We're going to see what he's fired up about.
Good stuff. 780-218-9999, of course, is how you text us using the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant. $18.99 prime rib special, 7 days a week, except show nights from 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night, available for dine-in and takeout.
I got a trivia question for these, too.
Oh, my goodness.
But we'll get to it in the next segment.
Well, I probably won't know it.
But
as long as a listener knows it, that they can win the VIP passes, that'll be pretty cool. All right, here comes the 5 o'clock break.
2 guys and a goalie.
Hired or fired? New York is the best road city in the National Hockey League.
Fire it.
Because?
It's not even close.
What is?
Nashville.
Ooh.
I would have Montreal up there too.
If you're an Oilers player, I would say it's the best because you're not there many times. You're only there once.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today.
Honey, where are we going to put all of our summer stuff?
In the kids' room.
What?
Mom, a little help? Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses. Because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Mind360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
Four games in the NHL tonight. Buffalo hosting Ottawa and Detroit battling Florida at 5 o'clock. After that, the Blackhawks play the Blues and the Flames take on the Mammoth with puck drop for those games going at 7:30. Elsewhere, the Kings have reacquired Phoenix Copley from the Lightning for future considerations. Tampa Bay claiming Copley off of waivers earlier this month. And in Edmonton, the 7-2 Oil Kings challenge the 4-4 Winterhawks with face-off at 7. 3 other games on tap in the WHL. In football, Nick Anderson, Jared Brinkman, and Robbie Smith were all limited at Elks practice today. Anderson with an abdominal issue. Smith with an ankle injury, and Brinkman was limited because of a shoulder and toe injury. In NFL news, J.J. McCarthy was limited for Vikings practice with an ankle injury. Terry McLaurin returned to Commanders practice. He was limited with a quad injury, missing the last 3 games. And for the Jays, Shane Bieber gets a start in Game 3 of the ALCS against the Mariners. Toronto down 2-0 in the series. First pitch coming at 6:08 from Emerald City. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 3 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Good to have you tuning in this afternoon. We appreciate it, whether you're on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, or YouTube, or maybe listening in the future on a podcast. Thank you so much. If you are on YouTube, let's get there. Less than 20 thumbs needed to get to 100. So click away. Share the link with somebody else. Have them give us a thumbs up and check us out for a little bit. Once they tune in to Edmonton Sports Talk, I think they will be hooked and will continue to check out our fine programming live and local, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every weekday, plus pre and post game shows for your Edmonton Oilers and for your Edmonton Elks. Blue Jays, of course, coming up tonight, a little bit over an hour away from first pitch. Jays play of the day for Play Alberta on playalberta.ca. Centers on the Blue Jays, so go check that out.
Yeah, there's a few Blue sprinkle.
Jays. Well, yes, and yours specifically, of course. So that's a lot of fun. And the off-topic topic for William Huff was your unpopular Halloween candy takes. But we also have a vote in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Do you like Bounty bars? No, with a pretty convincing lead, 62%.
Yeah, I think it is fair to say that Bounty, I was not in
subpar bar.
Ah, very well.
Maybe that should be their slogan. Bounty, we're the subpar bar.
Maybe.
If you like us, you're a freak. But enjoy us anyway.
Reid, it's getting cold outside. The leaves are almost falling. They're almost all gone. We haven't seen any of that white stuff yet, but it's soon to be coming. You know that. And coming up this weekend down at the Expo Center is the Alberta Snowmobile, ATV, and Off-Road Show. And we are joined right now on the Oil Country Towing video hotline by Chris Brooks of the Alberta Snowmobile Association. Chris, welcome to the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. Are you part of the organizing crew for this show that's coming up this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. And first of all, real pleasure to be here with you gentlemen today. Great show. Love you guys. Listen all the time. My job is the executive director of the Alberta Snowmobile Association. We're the voice and the producers of the sport in Alberta. One of our products is we own and operate the Alberta Snowmobile ATV and Off-Road Show. It's our 38th year of the show at the Expo Center. It's been going on a long time. Started out at the SportX and the Mayfield Convention Center way back in the day, if you've been around a long time. So long time show, known informally as the Edmonton Sled Show in the snowmobile community in Western Canada. We have exhibitors and guests come from every Western province and the U.S. Pacific Northwest to our show. So,
well, that's fantastic. Sorry.
Yeah.
I lost you there for a second. How many booths, how many vendors are at this show? And, just kind of give us a layout of what people can expect if they go down to the Expo Center this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in halls F, G, and H. We're a 3-hall show, over 110,000 square feet of exhibitors. It's all new accessories, new machines. We have Skidoo, Polaris, Arctic Cat. The manufacturing partners are here with their newest sleds. Martin Motorsports from Edmonton, one of our biggest exhibitors, and also sponsored by GMC. So you can come out and see all the latest pick-me-up trucks from our friends at GM. It's a huge show. We see anywhere from 18 to 20,000 participants coming through the door each year. And this is really the biggest show of its kind in Western Canada. So you get to come out and see the newest sleds, side-by-sides, ATVs, bikes, and all the riding equipment, accessories, and gears. So it's really the gathering, sort of the first gathering for our sport for the coming season.
So is there a trend? I know like side-by-sides have really, come a long way, and they've, I don't know, have they overtaken the quad, or are side-by-sides now the number one all-terrain vehicle available?
I've heard the same thing. So I suspect it's getting pretty close in terms of side-by-sides and quads. If you're as old as me, you remember when we had trikes. So I think popular riding styles change as our generations come and go. The side-by-sides are getting huge. They're the size of old Suzuki Samurais now. You run into them occasionally out in the trails. And massive machines, but a lot of fun and very useful for the industrial users and hunters and fishermen. But of course, my favorite is the snowmobile. So I hope the two of you have been out sledding somewhere in Alberta at some point in your lifetimes.
Well, yeah. My neighbor, just my what would Wally be? I don't know. He's in his mid-80s. He has a Honda Big Red three-wheeler that we just love looking at. I have a Polaris 550 that we just cruise around our yard with. So I've been to the mountains once. I've quickly discovered it's not for me. I'd like to stay on flat surfaces. Another big, I guess, part of the show this weekend is 13 times X Games medalist Levi LaValle is going to be there. So how can people, is there a meet and greet portion for this? How can people come and say hi to him?
Yeah, absolutely. He's here with his sponsors, FXR Gear. So he'll be at their booths doing signing autographs. He'll also be wandering around the show shaking hands. He's really looking forward. It's his first foray to our show and to Western Canada in a long time. Amazing man. He's also working behind the scenes still with the X Games to bring snowmobiling back into their programming. So it'd be awesome to meet him. Also, Brett Turcotte will be here with a film premiere. So a lot of celebrity riders coming. It's going to be a great time.
Did I read this right as well? That is there? Well, this is going to be a two-part question. Okay, is there actually a parts swap meet on site at this expo? And B, since you've been involved in this for so long, what's the craziest part you've seen someone drag in there and try and swap?
Yeah, funny story. And I was just recently at Heydays, the world's largest snowmobile show in Minnesota, held every year. And their used swap section was about 60 acres. So we've tried to replicate that a little bit with our show. We have people bring their used sleds, used parts and accessories, and we set up just outside Expo Center out in front. A couple of years ago, a guy came with probably a 60-foot trailer full of used parts for every make, model, and sled you can imagine, going back from the 60s to the 90s. And somehow he knew where everything was in there. It was interesting to see. He knew where everything, there was parts for skidoos and ski rules and Harley Davidson sleds. At one point in time, there was over 250 manufacturers. I think he had a part from each one of them, honestly. So there'll be some interesting stuff to see for sure.
What is the snowmobiling ATV community like? For people that, like me, that or Reid, that we're not avid sledders or off-road operators. But what's that community like? Is it quite large?
It's larger than you would know. And in Alberta, we have the largest variety of snowmobile terrain in Canada. So we actually have close to 6,500 kilometers of managed trail and snowmobile areas in our province. If you go to our website at albertasnowmobile.ca, there's an interactive map that will show you all the snowmobile and riding areas in Alberta that you can get to. A lot of people just don't know where to look, but we have on our website every place you can legally snowmobile in Alberta. We have 33 volunteer clubs around the province who actively groom and maintain the snowmobile system. And if you've never seen grooming on a snowmobile trail, we use the same grooming equipment you see at the ski hills, the giant groomers. They flatten out, make for a nice smooth ride. Like yourself, Jay, maybe you're not looking for the steep and deep anymore. You're looking for somewhere, a nice relaxing ride, going White Court on the Golden Triangle or out on the Iron Horse Trail out near St. Paul and Cold Lake. You can ride for hundreds and hundreds of kilometers on a managed, groomed product with outhouses, fire pits, all the amenities along the way. So once you step into it and try it, you'll be hooked, I'm sure.
Well, that's fantastic. Chris Brooks of the Alberta Snowmobile Association, thank you for joining us here today on the Reid Wilkins Show. We are going to be giving away a 4-pack of tickets very soon here. It is a trivia question, and if you were listening to this interview with Chris, you will have the answer. So depends on how good you were listening. But Chris, I hope to see you down there this weekend. Thank you very much for being a part of this, and thank you for all your continued work with this the ATV, the snowmobile community.
My pleasure. Thanks, gentlemen.
All right, that was Chris Brooks of the Alberta Snowmobile Association. Reid, have you ever been on a snowmobile?
I honestly don't think I have.
Yeah,
I'm not a very outdoorsy, adventurous person.
Right. I love it. I love quadding.
Yeah.
Snowmobiles are, there is an art to operating a snowmobile. It is tricky.
Right.
But if you're good at it, it looks really fun. Okay, like I mentioned, we are going to give away a set of 4 tickets here to the Alberta Snowmobile ATV and Off-Road Show, Friday from 2 to 9, Saturday from 10 to 8. These are VIP passes, so hopefully you're a very important person,
right?
And just if you can make sure you can go, if you're going to answer this question, you can pick these tickets up right here from our office. The trivia question is, how many kilometers? Okay, first I'll say this: you have to text in your answer.
Right.
To the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. How many kilometers of snowmobiling trails are there in Alberta?
Oh, I think I was listening close enough.
Yes. Nope.
I'm a little close.
Not remotely.
Oh, really? Okay. That's another number in there, I guess.
So send those in to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, and we will select one of you that can go to this wonderful show.
Yeah, that was interesting because I'm not in that world, so almost everything in there was new to me.
Yeah. No, it is. It's fun, but yeah, like I like. You know what? If you give me a lake to go across, like, and I can go full bore as fast as I can, that's exhilarating to me. We went up to Valemount with my cousins, and they're sledders. Like they know what they're doing. Me, not so much. So you'd be because you have to go up the side of a hill,
right?
So you don't just go straight up it all the time. Sometimes you're kind of side riding, so you have to lean into it, and half your sled's up off the ground. It's interesting. We do have a winner
already. What was it?
6,500 kilometers.
Oh, I just was missing a zero.
You were
missing a zero.
Yeah. When you started writing it, it's like, oh, he was listening.
I was missing a zero.
Congrats, Norman, the Combine. Hey, I think.
Oh, wow.
I think that's a good fit.
Yeah, I think he'll have a good time.
He's always talking about sleds.
Take the Combine crew.
Take the Combine crew. Yeah. Saw them today at Subway down.
Well, they were at Subway too.
Yes. So, Norman the Combine, these tickets are yours, my man. You can come by and grab them tomorrow. Because I think, Friday,
there's
Saturday.
actual physical tickets.
There's actual
it's
physical
not digital
tickets.
like some of the stuff that happens nowadays.
That
was good. That was really interesting. And that's at the Expo Center Friday and Saturday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good stuff.
With a swap meet. Bring your parts.
That's going to be fun.
That would be interesting.
Fun. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Make your bets count for you and everyone else with the Play Alberta app with hundreds of player prop bets on the biggest leagues, NFL, CFL, NHL, NBA, MLB, you name it. You're not just playing for fun, you're supporting your province. Play Alberta revenue helps fund Alberta programs and services. Deposit $50 today with the promo code EST50 and get an EST exclusive $50 free bet to get started. And Jay's play of the day to do with the Toronto Blue Jays. So go check that one out. All right, 5:16. Joaquin Gage has been here all afternoon because we have our staff meeting at 6 o'clock. So we're going to make Gager work some more. We're going to pull him in when we get back.
Two games are underway in the NHL, both scoreless early in the first. About 7 minutes in the action, the Panthers are against the Red Wings out in Detroit, while from Buffalo, the Sabres and Senators are going toe-to-toe. After that, the Blackhawks and Blues hit the ice at 7:30. At that same time, the Flames challenge the Mammoth. And from LA, the Kings have reacquired Phoenix Copley from the Lightning for future considerations. Tampa claiming Copley off of waivers earlier this month. From Rogers Place, the 7-2 Oil Kings meet the 4-4 Winterhawks. That's for 7 o'clock puck drop. There's 3 other games around the WHL. And for the Elks, Nick Anderson, Jared Brinkman, and Robbie Smith were limited at practice once again. Anderson with an ab injury, Brinkman with a shoulder and toe issue, while Smith is recovering from an ankle issue. MLB action, Toronto is on the road in Seattle for Game 3 of the ALCS. Jays are in the hole down 2-0 in the series. Anthony Santander makes his return for Toronto after missing Game 2 of the series. Shane Bieber to the hill, first pitch just after 6 o'clock. Joaquin Gage slides in studio. Up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
EST Afternoons.
Ike Howard only 7 minutes. I think the writing's on the wall. He will see some time in Bakel very, very shortly.
He's not ready for the NHL.
No.
If Ike Howard becomes a top 6 player, fantastic. But he might not. And that might look different than what people hope for. But 7 minutes a night is not going to make him a better player at the NHL level. Going down, playing 20, 25 minutes in the minors.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up.
Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. Two bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. San Francisco's own Jefferson Starship bring their arena rock legacy to the River Cree Resort and Casino October 23rd. Celebrating 50 years of rock and roll, don't miss these classic rock legends. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Got your rally cap on? So do we. Get your home base ready with Sentinel Storage and cheer on Canada's team. Let's go Blue Jays. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
All right, hope you're having a pleasant afternoon. Blue Jays game tonight in Seattle. Mariners up 2-0 in the best of 7. Oilers practice today. They will visit the New York Islanders tomorrow. Game 2 of their 5-game road trip started with that 2-0 shutout of the New York Rangers last night. Last season, the Oilers won an overtime game against the Islanders. To me, one of the most fun goals of the season. Calvin Pickard intercepted a centering pass, got it to McDavid, who sent Draisaitl in on a breakaway, who wired one top shelf to get the Oilers a 2-1 victory. If you're taking us in on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. We are approaching 100, but we need you to participate as quickly as possible to get there. And we have a very special guest here in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Our colleague, our friend, our inspiration, our chef, Joaquin Gage. How's it going, buddy?
Good, man. Good.
Yeah, good. You're part of our Fired Up segment. For Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years, the authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. Now the pressure's on.
Gemco is close to one of my favorite pubs in the city, too.
Right.
Oh, really?
Did you go by there for dancing?
Yeah, my daughter's dance is right there, too.
What's the name of that place?
Shelley's Dance Company.
No, the pub.
Oh, Newcastle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
That's a good one.
It's really good, man. It's fine. It's unfortunate because I'm not over there as much because my daughter drives now. So I've seen my daughter like twice in the last week.
Does she still live in your house?
I think so.
You know what? Because the strike is on.
Yeah.
My oldest has now decided that she wants to move downstairs.
Oh.
So we're in like a raised bungalow.
Yeah.
So the basement is still partially above ground. So it's not as scary as a traditional basement would be. So she's in the process of moving downstairs.
14?
She's 13.
13? Okay.
And I hate it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't like change.
Oh, okay.
You know. And
well, get used to it.
I know. Your little girl's growing up.
Yeah.
Going downstairs. And now I have to go all the way downstairs because she always wants me to tuck her in.
Oh,
like you used to be across the hallway.
Yeah.
It was so much easier.
Well, she really wants the best of both worlds, eh? Independence, but dad still comes tuck you in.
And coddling.
Oh,
I mean, choose it.
Yeah, most kids would be like, okay, parents, go away.
I can speak from experience. It's 50-50, and you have to do it all.
yeah, sure.
Thanks for joining us, Gager. I always love having you on the show. I know you and Hernan do a great job 1 to 3 every day here on Edmonton Sports Talk. All right, so you got the stats.
I got
Are you
stats,
perusing the stats? Are you a big what stats? Because there's so many stats now. Hockey's gone deep into analytics. What stats do you still look at when you grab the sheet or want to know?
Basically, I guess the old goalie just comes out of me. I just look at shots, time on ice. I'm curious about, and that's basically it, right? I mean, the goals, whatever, you kind of already know. But time on ice is kind of now more important for me. I mean, I just looked usually at goals against or save percentage before for goalies, but these are like in-game stats.
Yeah.
So,
I go to the ice time usually.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, especially, and I guess with a team like the Oilers, you want to see, okay, how much did Connor McDavid and Bush get used? How much did other players get to participate tonight,
And it's usually like situational too. If I'm watching the game, I'm going, oh, the other team's having the puck a lot. Well, let's look at the face-offs and see how guys are doing. Like from here, it looked like the Oilers had not a bad night in the face-off dot, right? So only, who's that? McDavid didn't have a great night, I guess, but 29%. Is that right? Yeah, so.
Sure.
Do these sheets fly around the locker room after a game?
They did in the minors a little bit. But those, like, there's certain individuals that like to look at that type of stuff too. Like, they're all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are trying to, probably in a contract year, you're looking at it more than if you have a few years on your deal.
There was a guy, so I've mentioned this before. This was a long time ago. I worked briefly for about 4 months for the Edmonton Drillers indoor soccer team.
Mm-hmm.
It was the 1999-2000 season. I was the media relations guy, but it was definitely other duties as required. And I helped the stats guy during the game. And he had this amazing spreadsheet set up where he could, do one click.
Yeah.
Okay, that player got a blocked shot. And there was one player who would, if he saw me at practice the next day or was in the office, he was like, hey man, like, you're not giving me enough blocked shots. And I was like, well, I said, okay, like, I'm not the primary stats guy. He's like, I don't care. You got to help me out. Like, if I get this many blocked shots, it's this many $100. Like, he was a defender.
Yeah.
And he was like coming to me for blocked shots. And I was like, so I finally told the head statistician guy, he's like, do you know how much there is to track as opposed to trying to find blocked shots for another guy? I'm like, that's what I thought you would tell me, but I'm just telling you that's what he said.
I always like to go to certain places in the States in the minors because they weren't as knowledgeable. And I mean, if I went out and stopped an icing, they would give me an extra shot on goal, right? So,
oh, jeez.
So I would stop as many of them as possible just to pad the stats a little bit. And then other places, they're just completely anal about it. So I remember one time my last time with Edmonton, it was between me and Eric Heffler. Kind of, we were battling for the backup job, and we were in playing the Senators in exhibition, and he kind of had a rough go. And he came to the bench one time, and he'd let in like 2 not great goals. I said, hey man, good job or whatever I said, and he goes, oh, the shot guy's brutal here. I should have 10 more saves. And so I was like, I don't know about that, but whatever.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Two got by you.
Yeah, and looks like my path is clear.
Oh, nice. Joaquin Gage checking. Do you, as a former goalie, and when you're watching a game, do you sense, okay, this guy looks, because on a TV, sometimes you can't pick up everything, but did you sense, okay, Skinner looks sharp, or, I mean, look, Shesterkin, no one's talking about him so much and his like 975 or whatever it is because his team keeps getting shut out. But when you watch a game, have you ever thought, okay, this guy's tough to beat tonight? Are there little things you pick up on?
Yeah, with Skinner, it was the right pad save. Was it on Carrick? I'm not sure. But that's when I knew he was sharp. Like, it was a hard, low shot. It was going in for sure, and he made it look really routine and controlled the rebound, went to the side. I thought, okay, he's dialed right now, and most of the time, I've said it before, like, he was getting so many shots to the crest too, right? So he was in control. Now, in my liking watching, like we did in highlights, lowlights, we're kind of breaking this down to stuff and just looking at his positioning, and maybe this is something with the new goalie coach too, because. And I said there was a guy that played for the Rangers for a number of years and rarely left the blue paint, and he won a Vezina. So, Henrik Lundqvist wasn't the greatest skater either, but his skill set and a bigger guy and kind of stayed more in the paint. Mike Smith was the same way too. Mike Smith was almost on the goal line though half the time. I always felt that he should take another step out, and watching Skinner last night. And there is a comfort to playing a little bit deeper in your net, and you can get side to side a little bit more, and maybe this is an adjustment. I'll have to keep watching, because if you look at his feet, rarely in a lot of those situations were his feet above the top of the crease. So maybe this is a subtle adjustment that provides a little bit more comfort for Skinner. And you could see everyone was talking about his movement. Obviously, if you're in that extra step on the top of the crease, that's another, foot to go laterally if the puck moves. So everyone was saying how good his lateral movement was, and maybe this is a little bit of an adjustment.
Mike Smith was such an interesting goaltender to me. I saw him with the Oilers, and he played a long time. And I remember when he was with the Flames too. Because the one thing I look for in goaltenders is how still are they? Like, even if they're moving, they're there. They're not flopping or off balance. Mike Smith was the opposite.
He was
like
active.
The more he was flopping around or being almost overly energetic, like he was such a strange goal. Like I remember that big year he had with the Flames, and I was watching highlights of a game, and they were showing all these saves, and I think the Flames won like 4-2 or something. But the 2 goals he allowed, it looked like he jumped out of the way because he was so bob. Like he's almost like the last of a dying breed, where it's like you're give him a spot and then take it away.
He was like, what was he? He was like 6'5". He's a big guy. Like he was a 6'5" goalie that played like a 5'10" goalie. I always thought like there was so much extra movement in his game. I always felt, and when he was in Phoenix there, I thought that the same type of thing. Sean Burke kind of teaches that stay lower in your net and things. And I thought he was more refined. I thought he moved around a little bit too much with Edmonton at times, and it cost him. I always thought if Mike Smith could have, played a little bit further out and been a little bit more aggressive with challenging shooters, I thought there would be another level to his game. He was already a great goaltender, but that's just really nitpicking on my part.
Yeah, one of the best puck handlers of all time.
If not the
obviously.
best.
Yeah, he might have been the best.
Gager, you talked about it earlier on your show, but I wanted to ask that. So, what was it? 2-on-1 in the third period. Connor McDavid's coming down with Bouchard, and Connor McDavid put that puck right on the right pad of Shesterkin and kicked it out to Bouchard, who fanned on it, but it was a wide open net. Is that a sinking feeling for a goaltender to be there and just know that Connor McDavid just used you? You know what I mean, though.
I know what you mean.
And what is the margin of error on that shot, a placement to kick out right there?
I mean, that's in that type of situation. That's what I would want. I would want to be mano-a-mano and not have the pass across. I like what Connor McDavid did because it was a good shot. It could have gone in, right? Like he went low with it. It was a good save, but that rebound with that speed will pop out to that other side. We've seen it a number of times on highlights. I think it should be used more.
Yeah.
And Bouchard was a fraction away from putting that away, right? I like that play better from an offensive side of things because at least you're getting a shot. You're not... If the pass goes across and you miss it or it gets blocked and it doesn't get over to Bouchard, at least to this point you haven't let the goalie off the hook and made him have to do something to keep the puck out of the net. I think they should do it more. I was shocked that McDavid shot that actually, and maybe that's he was Shesterkin's so good laterally too, and he wasn't cheating at all. I'd like to see that way more. The pass off the pillows is what I reference it, right?
Yeah, well, they scored a goal against Dallas, I think, in 2024.
Like that.
Where McDavid shot it, and then Bouchard was right there, and it was banged in. Do you think, were they overpassing? I hate that term, but like...
It's a little bit too preseason-y for me. That's when they do those types of things. I'd like to see them get a little bit more selfishness in their game, and shoot the puck way more. You're letting the other team off the hook so many times, and I've always said it. I thought that their puck retrieval is so good in the offensive zone with Connor and Leon that they're probably going to get another chance after they get pucks to the net, and that's when those cross ice backdoor plays kind of open up. I find I see goalies and I pause it at home and look at it. And they're cheating like crazy on that because they know that he's probably going to pass it just to keep them honest, like rip a few short side. And as we see, there's probably going to be a rebound there. But yeah, I think they're going to keep doing it.
I know. I always say this. I'll think, well, who, like Leon especially, what's he doing? Oh, I didn't realize that guy was open. I mean, even at home, and you know what's like watching up top, it is an incredible view of the ice.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see every passing lane, everything the guy should do, and then you realize, like, oh, like he went into his corner with his back to everybody and still made the right play. But yeah, it's just sometimes you're just like, come on, Leon, like overpower the guy. Like you're between the hash marks.
Yeah.
Bush is below the.
Yeah. And you look at the goalie's positioning too. They're so good at moving across and taking it away. It's almost, I think, a better play to shoot it from there. Make a save. Like you have time with it. Even Mangiapane, I think last night he cut to the middle and he had a chance to kind of shoot it and tried to go back. It was kind of a good play, but I always say if you're in that house, like when you draw the lines out to the dots up to the tops of the circles, and if you have the puck there,
you might as well
let her buck, right?
Yeah.
Safety's off at that point. And then what that does too with other people, usually, unless it's like a clear cut backdoor pass, easy play, the other guys know that the puck's going to the net in that situation, so they're ready. They're going to the net looking.
Well, Belsey made a good point on that one rush where Nurse was like, okay, someone else is shooting, and then it's like, what? Like the puck hit him.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even expecting to get the pass. But
yeah, it's like it should be automatic at that point, especially with those guys. It's not like they can't shoot the puck. Leon's got a very accurate shot. McDavid, I don't think, gives himself enough credit with his shot at times. Like he's got the ability to beat goalies from distance. I would just prefer more shots on that.
Yeah. All right. Oilers, Islanders tomorrow. Then they got the Devils Saturday afternoon, Red Wings Sunday afternoon, and Senators on Tuesday. So those are the remaining 4 games of the 5-game road trip. When you played, did you prefer? Because I remember Brian Burke used to go on with Bob, and he said that when Burke told a story to Stoff that he said when he was the GM of the Ducks, he would request with the league like minimum 6-game road trips. Because he goes, Anaheim was, fairly isolated. And he goes like, don't send us to Boston and Washington and then back home. Like we want to do Boston, Washington, Philly, Rangers, Islanders, Devils. Like you get us out on the road. Because he goes, then we peel off a bunch of road games and you get the guys in the mentality of, okay, we're on the road. We got to bond. We got to play hard road hockey as opposed to like, okay, we're just going St. Louis, Dallas, and we're homing for it. Did you prefer anything as a player, or does that mindset make sense to
geographically? It makes sense for teams, right? Yeah. Like that doesn't make sense to go out there for a couple games and come back. Edmonton for sure. Edmonton has to travel further, I think, than any other team throughout the regular season. When you go out east, bang out 6 or 7 games, for sure. Yeah. 2 weeks on the road. It's fun. It's a lot. You're with your friends, basically, going to play a game, of course. And you're going to Morton's Steakhouse, having a $80,000 steak and a $500 glass of red wine. Of course, you get out on the road and have some fun. The pillows and the fancy hotels and the pregame meals are deluxe. Like, I know I'm talking about food all the time, but it's playing hockey on the road in the NHL is the best.
Are you rooming at that level? Like, do you have a roommate?
Yeah, me and Dan Cleary. He was my roommate at the time. So
they don't anymore.
Does everyone have their own room?
I think except if you're on an ELC. I think if you're on an ELC, I think you might have to have your own room with another ELC player if there's 2. I think.
I know. It was all just requested. I know Tommy Salo wanted his own room. George Larocque had his own room because no one else wanted to room with George. There was
why snoring or
annoyance, really. He was on his phone the whole time. Like he would phone guys and leave it on speaker.
There's nothing worse than speaker in public guy.
I think he had and he would phone like 3 or 4 buddies from home and have it would be like a conference call. And sometimes he'd leave it on all night.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. He's a weird dude. But no, Cleary was fun. We had a blast together. We would Morton's was our big restaurant. It's kind of like Ruth's Chris, kind of, and the big thing was the dessert there. It was the Godiva chocolate. You had to order it when you got there because it took 45 minutes to make or something like that.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah. So I remember one time Danny I'm just going to the hotel. And then I go, okay, well, we're going to go to Morton's. I just need a bite. Well, a couple guys are going to go to Morton's. And then I remember Ethan Morrow going, God, we're just so out of touch with normal people. Yeah, I'm just going to go grab a bite. Going to go to Morton's for just a bite. You know, right. And it was like, oh yeah, I guess that's kind of weird. But we went, and then I got the call from Danny. He goes, have you ordered yet? And I go, no, we're just ordering now. He goes, bring me back the Godiva. So I had to bring him back the Godiva chocolate.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, Gager, thanks for working overtime.
Hey.
As I often say to people, your appearance will be neither appreciated nor compensated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it won't, huh? Jeez. Well, there's pizza coming.
There is pizza coming for the staff meeting, and we will be leading contributors to the staff meeting.
Sweet.
And I noticed they moved the other TV into the boardroom so we can follow the Blue Jays.
Yeah,
Jay
the Jays.
We're wondering about that.
That's good.
Yeah, my YouTube screen's down too.
Yeah,
some people are. Some people aren't.
There's my YouTube has been intermittent for the last 20 minutes. Some people in the nasty chat say we went out for a while.
Nine's
Other
back
people
now.
are saying no problem.
Oh, really?
So, try going up. Maybe just climb up to the roof of your house and move the aerial a little bit.
Yeah, I think that works.
That helps.
Jablonski!
Or clear
Jablonski, quit screwing around with the aerial!
Don't you have to clear your cache? Isn't that what you have to do?
Yeah,
Clear
does
the
that
old
help?
cash clear.
like an old
Do an old cache clear?
Yeah.
That's just called life, Cage.
That's you
Yeah,
going to
it's
Morton's.
clearing cash.
That's me going to Morton's and funding my daughter's dance. That's a cash clear.
Yes. Oh boy.
Gager, thanks for joining us in the Canadian Brew House studio. Win big this football season at the Canadian Brew House. Score your shot at a trip to the Super Bowl. That's the NFL championship game.
Oh, right.
Weekly prizes and more, plus $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. We'll see you in a few minutes, my friend.
All right. Great show, guys.
Here comes the Coop.
Two games are live in the NHL. Jack Quinn has the Sabres on the board, assisted from Bowen Byram and Rasmus Dahlin. Buffalo leading 1-0 over the Senators, about 5 minutes left in the first period. Elsewhere, the Red Wings and Panthers are scoreless. 2 minutes left in the first frame. After that, the Blackhawks and Blues hit the ice at 7:30. At that same time, the Flames meet the Mammoth. And from LA, the Kings have reacquired Phoenix Copley from the Lightning for future considerations. Tampa Bay claiming Copley off waivers earlier this month. WHL action, there's 4 games on tap. The Oil Kings welcome in the Winterhawks to Rogers Place for 7 o'clock puck drop. Today's Elks injury report has Robbie Smith, Nick Anderson, and Jared Brinkman listed as limited. Anderson with a hip injury, Brinkman with a shoulder and toe issue, while Smith was sidelined due to an ankle injury. From Seattle, the Jays and Mariners hit the field for Game 3 of the ALCS. Toronto trailing 2-0 in the series. Shane Bieber to the mound, first pitch at 6:08, and Anthony Santander makes his return for Toronto after missing Game 2 of the series. The final segment of today's Reid Wilkins Show brings us back after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Automobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi LaValle. Presented by GMC, AlbertaSnowmobileShow.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you can afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right, hope you're having a great afternoon. It's 5:43. What are we, a little less than half an hour away from the Blue Jays game in Seattle against the Mariners, as the Blue Jays need a victory there. Seattle up 2-0 in the best of 7. Dodgers up. The Dodgers got the rare complete game last night. Those don't happen very often anymore. What would Cy Young think of all these relievers? What do you?
I was trying to play.
What are you doing?
My board's down.
Play it now.
Say the same thing.
What would Cy Young think of all these relievers?
Dun, da, da, da.
He'd be upset. He'd be like, I'm not coming out.
This is like an anaconda taking down a pig.
That's what he would think. If you're on YouTube, we think it's something YouTube related. Everything seems to be working here at EST, so sorry if we've cut in and out. Still give us a thumbs up and stick around until the end of the program. Or if you have us on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, we thank you for that as well. You can post in the nasty chat on YouTube. You can email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com, reid@edmontonsportstalk.com. We want to remind you, we have the Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. We're doing that on Friday this week.
Yep.
We must be coming up on 6 months of doing that now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I think, wasn't it in May that we started? It's been a lot of fun. So you can nominate, and the large majority of our Pasta Pantry Athletes of the Week have been nominated by listeners.
Yes,
and
please
we've had some awesome guests on that segment. We had a volleyball player last week. We've had soccer, hockey, football, BMX, the historical martial arts, golf. It's been an absolute blast. The runner.
Yeah, Ken
Davison, 80 plus years of age, marathon runner. So if you nominate somebody and pitch us a great story, they will be on this program. This isn't like, we have had younger people, but sometimes these segments are just like kids, which we will have kids, but we've had adults, we've had seniors. It's been incredible.
Nominate
we
anybody.
Love doing it.
Send it to me. jay@edmontonsportstalk.com.
You can also text us 780-218-9999. That is the afternoon inbox. Presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks, available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So you have about 20 minutes or so to get on Jay's Play of the Day on playalberta.ca. That is Bieber 4+ strikeouts, right? Guerrero to get a hit and Springer to get a hit. And then tomorrow, hopefully, the Jay's Play of the Day will have an assist from my mother, Louise Wilkins.
Oh, it's not going to be an assist. It's going to be a goal. It's all hers, baby.
Okay. I'll try to get it from her tonight and text it to you.
Please. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, that'll be pretty good.
Just whatever hunch she has.
Austin Matthews. Can she make it an Austin Matthews to fail bet?
Absolutely. I'm all for it.
Oh, we'll try to get an Oilers one. Be pretty good. Oilers practice today. Islanders tomorrow. David Tomasek skating on a line with Connor McDavid.
I think we had one period last game, the last period, and I thought there was some really good plays there, and probably looking to playing a little bit more game that I played back home in Europe. Obviously, he's an amazing player, so try to do what help him in any way I can, or kind of ask him what he wants, but also play my game with the puck and we had some good looks last night. I think today in practice looked good. So hopefully, we can build on that and have a good game tomorrow.
And here's Connor McDavid with some observations of Tomasek.
Obviously, he's a big man. Wins a lot of puck battles. I think that's the biggest thing that stands out. Always ready to shoot, but wins a lot of battles. That's the first thing I see. I think he's just a great scorer. He understands where to be. He understands, how to put himself in a good spot and makes great plays. You saw that in the first game with a great pass to Leo. So very smart player. Obviously, he's played a lot of pro hockey. Can play at this level, and he's just a great player.
All right, so Oilers-Islanders tomorrow. That's a 5:30 game, so the Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola will be on at 4:30. So our show will have a bit of a halftime where Jay and I go take a bit of a break, look at the playbook, make some halftime adjustments.
Probably play some Bubble Bobble.
Probably, we're playing Puzzle Bobble.
Puzzle
It's a
Bobble.
variation of Bubble Bobble. Yeah, very fun. We can play against each other.
Yeah.
And then Friday night, 7:30, Green and Gold kickoff show. You and Awanak for the Elks at the BC Lions.
Yep.
Elks trying to avoid being swept in the 3-game season series at the hands of the BC Lions. Haven't seen them since, the 6th game of the season? It's been a while since they've played. You know the stakes. Elks have to win. They need some help to get into the playoffs, but they'll keep pushing. They have won 6 of their last 9. The off-topic topic for William Huff. Do you want to hear the final results in the poll?
I would
The
love
off-topic topic kind of meandered. Do you like bounty bars? Well, it was down to 61% no. It's back up to 62% no. So do not give out bounty bars for Halloween. It's almost a 2/3 chance the family receiving it won't like it.
Got another limerick, a late limerick that came.
Oh, bring it on.
From box number. A nasty named Jasmine Sadu is not afraid of sharing her view. But if you are an elf that sits on a shelf, a throat punch is waiting for you.
What? Where did that come from? Oh, my goodness.
I think somebody started a rumor that she
throat punched an elf on a shelf?
Yes.
That is vicious. That is vicious. All right. Should we do presented?
Hang on.
Sorry.
There is another limerick. I had to find this from William Mikespear.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There
Our
once
poet laureate?
Yes, our poet laureate. That's right. There once was a goalie named Skinner who stoned the Rangers while we all ate dinner. Oil got on the board when Frederick scored. Now Jay's play of the day is a winner.
There we go.
Very
yeah,
well
that was
done.
amazing. Mangiapane getting the assist on the overtime goal to
Better late than never.
to get the Jays play of the day, the victory yesterday. Presented by the Edmonton Public Library. We are thrilled to have EPL on board. Use the Libby app if you haven't already. I love using it. I've read tons of books on that the last couple of years. Here are the words of the day.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
All right, I had a tough day yesterday. I found the words quite challenging. Did I get even a point? I might have got a point yesterday. Did I?
Oh, yeah.
I think
you
I
had 2 to
spelled,
4.
I think,
you had
did
2
I,
to 4.
Did I get 2 yesterday?
Yeah, you got 2 to 4.
I thought I only got 1. All right.
These words have been sent in from our good friend Ewell Dave.
Oh, no way.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
provides Reid's Read after
right.
home games on the Oil Stream postgame show.
There you go. So, first word of the day, proselytize. Proselytize. Proselytize.
I think this one is actually the way it sounds. Proselytize.
Oh,
what did I mess up?
So close. Prosely.
Oh, no way.
Tize.
Okay. I do not know. I know I've seen this word, so but I don't know what it means. So I'll take a sentence.
He sent in sentences too.
Oh, what a prepared man.
Yes. Ewell Dave continues proselytizing Oilers fans that Stu can win the Oilers a cup.
Like trying to convince people of something? The process of trying to convince somebody of something? Solid half point there out of 2.
The action of attempting to convert someone from their religion, belief, or opinion to another.
Okay.
So yeah, 0.5 for the sentence. So you're 0.5 out of 2 thus far, shooter.
Not great.
Not
I
great.
was pretty close with the spelling.
You were very
like
close.
I know it's 0. It's a 0 point, but
I'll
it's
give
not
you
like a
0.01. So you're 0.51.
0.001 out of 1.
Yeah,
I got
0.51 out of 2. Second word of the day, avaricious.
Oh,
avaricious.
Well, that is a song by Destiny's Child. My body's too avaricious for you. Wasn't that the song? Maybe not.
I don't. Rhymes with
bootylicious.
Bootylicious. Sorry.
Oh, I just don't know what the middle letter is. Avaricious. Maybe it's a Y as well. Maybe that's his theme for today. Or is it
I wouldn't say so, Reid.
Avaricious. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go AVARACIOUS. Avaricious. That's wrong. Crap.
So close again. You're going to get a 0.01 boost. AVARICIOUS.
Okay, so
avaricious.
I missed a middle letter in both.
Yes.
Avaricious. Now, is this have something to do, or is this someone demonstrating extreme jealousy?
It's extreme something, but it's not jealousy.
Greed? It's greed.
Wow.
I knew it was something deadly sin related. So I should get more than 0.5.
Sure.
I think I should get
0.75.
Right.
So you get 0.76 plus 0.51.
Make
Oh
it all
boy.
difficult on yourself.
1.27 out of 4. I think. His sentence was Reid, like Homer Simpson, has a tendency to be avaricious when it comes to Halloween candy.
That's pretty good.
Very good.
Oh, that's good. Those were good words. Yeah, I don't know. I knew avarice had something to do with greed. My immediate things were jealousy, lust, or greed. So, what are the other 7 sins? Anger? Is anger one of the 7 sins? I don't know.
Hate?
Trying to think back to the movie 7. Gluttony. Gluttony's different than greed, I guess.
Jealousy?
Sloth?
Sloth, yes, thank you. Yeah, I think jealousy. And the other one is
Cabernet, Merlot,
neglect.
Oh, those are the 7 deadly sins.
Oh, there you go. Oh, my goodness. Jason Milne. You clever old son of a gun.
You certainly are a clever son of a gun, Jason Milne. Keep coming at me with those references.
Matthew Hyman says, supposedly, Reid can spell irregardless of the word. Well, that's nice. Now we have people listing the 7 sins in the nasty chat. But we got to go. We got a staff meeting. We're going to watch the Blue Jays game. Really appreciate you participating in our program this afternoon. On behalf of Zach Kubish and Jay Milne, I'm Reid. Take care.